Hello there, beautiful fierce fam. Welcome. This is your reading for the week of 3rd to 10th of August. If you are new here, you are very much welcome. So first of all, I would start by looking at the overall theme or a general overview of the week, and then I'll go ahead and break down for every zodiac sign. This shouldn't take too long, but we'll see how it goes. I'll just allow flow to kick in here. All right, so just keeping quiet for a bit here, setting intentions. We are in the period of the 8-8, the powerful Lion's Gate portal on the 8th of August, 8-8 manifestation portal. So like this is a powerful window for manifestation, for planting new seeds and setting intentions as well. Also releasing maybe something that is no longer serving you. And yeah, it's all very new right now. So let's begin. What is the overall energy for the week, for the collective, from my collective? I'm hearing that people are angry, okay? People are angry. You may be experiencing something to do with that, maybe short temper, or something can easily trip, okay? So first of all, I will start with your own well-being, your own presence, all right? Whatever helps you to keep being present right now. It could be a meditative state, it could be a frequency that you're upholding or you're sustaining, or both. Whatever helps you to do that, keep going. And in the process of that, if you're out there, if you're going out, for example, if you're driving, whatever it is that you're doing in terms of your interactions, know that you have good luck, you have fortunes in your interactions. You cannot control what another or how another is triggered by your calm, or how you are maybe unbothered because of that state that you're in. But one thing is for sure, you are determining how you navigate these energies. Okay, so the first message that came in is people are angry. Ooh, there is a card that fell down, so I'm going to pick it up. So this is the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords came up in the reverse position. I'm getting used to this camera dimension. So yeah, the Five of Swords came up in the reverse position. Upright is to do with strife, tension, risk, prickly situations, some form of craze as well, or even to do with mental health, mental well-being. And ascension symptoms could be important headaches, all of that, envy. And now it's coming in the reverse position. So I feel like there's something that you are releasing right now, something that you could be stepping into your power, because this is pointing towards the number 4, like the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is to do with a position of power, re-strategizing, regrouping. So I feel like there's something here where you are not, maybe you're not over involving, you're aware of what is going on inside a situation, but then you're on the edge right now, or you're choosing to be on the edge of a certain situation. So Two of Swords is right here. The Two of Swords is a form of a fixed energy. And yeah, there could be a crossroads that you're navigating right now in terms of how to manipulate energies, in terms of how to manipulate communication, but then also releasing like the need to have it all figured out, or the need to have something figured out. So I feel like right now you are keeping an energy of simplicity, or you're keeping something simple. So I'm going to leave that in the reverse position. What else is coming through? The World. Okay, so this is definitely to do with your ascension. Okay, it's to do with an ascension energy. There's something that you may not fully see, but you're being protected from that, and it's because you are choosing to simplify something, or you're choosing to step back and integrate and to maybe soften at this time. The World is a beautiful energy of abundance. I feel like you're in a really abundant state right now, and you're taking advantage of some kind of a space that is being granted to you by the divine. Maybe someone or situations have been taken away from your experience transiently, permanently, but it's all a space for you to revisit maybe old wounds, to revisit old patterns, and you have done amazing at that. So congratulations on this. You have come to a new level of belonging within yourself and without, and you have others that also see you as their world right now. You're coming to new spaces, new places, new recipes. You could also find yourself traveling. So yeah, give yourself the permission to explore and have a good time, because your guides are making sure that this happens for you. The Five of Swords upright can also be to do with abuse, right? Abnormal use of someone or something. So I feel like there's something here, maybe a certain cause of, maybe a trigger of a certain abnormal use of you, maybe of your powers, is being taken away right now. And you have had a chance to maybe reflect or to change up something about yourself. So something about you has become entirely different within a span of, I'm getting days, okay, or weeks. It was all a completion process is also what I'm picking up, and you took advantage of it. You made a wise use of this time, this space that was given to you. Yeah, whoever this message is for, congratulations on this. Ace of Wands, this is like new inspirational ideas. This is a new fire, a new light, a rekindling of a flame. If you have a flame, like a love connection, then this is definitely coming in as like very new, or a renewal as well is coming in. The Star, beautiful, beautiful energy. So there is embodiment. There's also you standing out in the spotlight right now. Eight of Cups, yes, you're moving in flow. Judgment, and the Three of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, there is the Queen of Pentacles. So with the Judgment card, that is an awakening. It's your time to shine. Is a return of yourself. You're giving yourself the permission right now, all right? And if you're not giving yourself the permission, you're going to have energies that are being sent your way, different directions, north, south, west, east, center, all right? You're going to have a lot of directions or angels of different directions that are coming to you, because you also are showing up as an angel of a certain direction. You're showing up as an earth guardian right now, as an earth angel. You could be you are showing up also as like a hardworking, a practical person, someone who is nurturing, someone who is lucrative. So it's like whatever is given to you, be rest assured that is going to multiply, okay, because you are blessed like that. So there's something about the opportunities that are also opening up for you as a result. So I feel like you're giving yourself the permission right now, and whatever stops you from being in that direction, you also could be questioning yourself at this time, and you're going to find out more about the root cause of the wounding. It could be a mother wound. With the Queen of Pentacles, sometimes it can be a mother wound, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff that you have healed recently. So congratulations on this. Remember the World card, and then World is number 21, the Judgment is number 20. So there's about to be a new vision, new light, new ideas that are coming in for you, and you have doors and opportunities that are being revealed. This is, again, remember that wide window. This is it's like you're taking advantage of that. So I'm going to pick up a few cards from the let's see, Ancient Stones Oracle. Something about your head area, because of the state that you're in. While there are crystals on the outside, like healing crystals, like bracelets, stones, all of that, I just touched a stone, and then that message came to me. So it's like while there are crystals on the outside, you have managed to create a crystal within you, or you have managed to reactivate a crystal within you. You may have gone into some kind of dark night of the soul, or maybe you trigger that every now and then for yourself. It could be the little things that you do every day, but that has activated your pineal gland. Yeah. And right now you are highly attractive. You are manifesting. I'm getting you're manifesting your wildest dreams and desires right now. And all you need to do is continuously give yourself the permission to do that. Temple. So with the Five of Swords and Temple, there could be something that happened regarding your temple, maybe your head area. There could be something to do with ascension symptoms, something that felt like a hangover. Maybe you would attribute it to that, but then it was beyond that, all right? Because you had a lot of situations that the Ace of Wands that came earlier is like lights, camera, action, right? So you have a lot of gang stalking energies. So they're all about feeding on your light. They're all, because they've seen something that is artificially done, all right? Not to downgrade artificial way of doing something, but even, for example, like this artificial comes from the natural, it comes from the divine. So there's something about you that is able to integrate both artificial and what is divine. So what is artificial is actually coming from your own divine inspiration. So for example, if you work with crystals, you understand that crystals come from the earth, and there's something that has to crystallize first of all in the earth in order to form those crystals or those gemstones. So you've become a gemstone right now. So not only are you having gemstones, you also have become a gemstone. So there are situations that are keeping tabs on you, they're keeping eyes on you, because you have activated something that is supposed to be crystallized, that is supposed to be dormant in many people. So this is one of the reasons you're being gang stalked. And the more that you're protecting your energy, you're protecting your light, you're protecting your fire, then they cannot get to you, even though they will still, kind of loom in and want to get more about you. So this can happen in ways where you maybe expend energy, your emotion, maybe anger, maybe tears, okay, emotional output, or even, let's say, activities like sex, right? But it's like when the situations, at first they were able to use something of your light abnormally, but now they can't. Okay, now they don't have that much access anymore. So I feel like this is one of the reasons the Five of Swords is coming in the reverse position. So there we go. Temple, the wisdom within, quieting external noise. And then there is one more card here at the bottom of the deck, the Cave. Retreat, time out, self-care, and slow down. So I feel like this is a beautiful energy of like pampering. Some of you may be feeling the need to connect with something of a baby, maybe childlike energies, not necessarily of a child, but like just how you feel within yourself is being reflected on the outside. So there we go. There's a grounding presence you're in. There are baby projects that are coming in, or you are reactivating, you're remembering, and then there are opportunities and revelations that are coming in for you. Major aha moments. If there are ships that you're waiting on to come in, the Ace of Wands that came earlier, Three of Wands, right now you will see why there was a preparation phase for this ship to come in, or for this relationship, this partnership, this other forms of ships. Okay, you're going to see how they have all been happening in divine timing for you. So let's get started with Aries. So Aries, we're going to look at your energy forecast for the 3rd to 10th of August. What do we have for Aries? What does Aries need to know? Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. There is the Three of Swords over here. Just going to leave that here like that. The Hanged One, Seven of Pentacles, and the Fool. So the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords, those two cards, they flipped out by themselves. Two swords together are to do with a crossroad, and it feels like they are coming separately. That means you are gaining some kind of information, some kind of learning, or you are asking questions as well, some kind of curious energy that you are embodying right now, and you're open to asking questions, you're open into learning. Some of you could be multilingual, for example, or you're coming about new languages, and maybe if you're traveling, then you could be asking, or if you're about to do that, but there's something about information or some kind of 411 that is coming to you, some really important information. And the Queen of Swords is also saying that you have, with this information, then you're moving in some kind of truth, you're moving in some kind of a clarity, and you're making some important decision with this. So very clear energy. There could be something that you are attending to there and then. You're not allowing it to maybe to stall, you're not allowing it to stop, and you're moving forward with it. Just know that when you take just one step, the next one is being presented to you by your divine guides, your ancestors, your spirit team, by God, you know, whoever you attribute to right now. But I feel like there's a crossroad that you're breaking out of. And the Seven of Pentacles is, Seven of Pentacles is to do with, this is Saturn in Taurus, so there's something to do with your investment. Sometimes I see the Seven of Pentacles as unsubscribing from something. Okay, it's like you see something that is coming, and you just like unsubscribe. You unsubscribe because you're eliminating something. So there could be some kind of reflection that you're doing and you are eliminating something. Maybe it's to do with seeds that have been planted. Maybe it's to do with what is taking too much space and is not helping the growth of your seeds, or it's not helping with your flourishing. Maybe it's even to do with your home, where you're taking out something, and some of you could be donating, or you could just be taking it out at this time. But usually the Seven of Pentacles is more to do with a release, or something that we are decluttering or we are releasing. It could even be, again, a mindset work that you're doing. Ultimately, there is a return of also investments as you're doing that. So you do have maybe people. This could be people that you know, maybe some kind of partnerships that are coming back around, but you do have a return of investments that are happening. And you could be also looking to make some kind of investments. Perhaps you're seeking information and you're making a decision, and then you're making a wise investment over here. You're moving with your wisdom. And then with this investment, then you're coming to a brand new perspective. You're coming to new light, enlightenment. Something feels very lightened. The Hanged One is my lazy card. Honestly, it's like very lazy. It's like doing things lazy, but making them effective. Like we have the phone that can do several things, unlike those phones where we had to drag, you know, cords and all of that. So that can be the Hanged One. They work very hard, and then at some point it becomes lazy, a lazy effort. So I do feel like there's some kind of major enlightenment that you're having. You also could be giving major enlightenment to others, or both. So you're showing up as a teacher and also a student right now. The Fool, the Hanged One and the Fool. So you could have some connection to Pisces, Aquarius, Aries as well could be significant. But I feel like with this 3 zodiac signs that have come up is to do with a leap of faith, innovations, new ways of approaching something, new ways of doing something, new strategies as well that you're moving in, and you're about to take a leap of faith, and your entire world is shifting. So let's see what we have from the angels and ancestors for Aries. There are a lot of eyes on you, okay, with the Page of Swords. They could see you as this very stern person or very straightforward person. Okay, some people could also describe you as that right now. Like you don't take no BS. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Hanged One. They're all showing up as some kind of frozen energy. Okay, so you may want to watch the overall energy or what came before now, and that could shed more light for you. But there's something here about you unfreezing gradually, and you're coming to see the source, something about the source of that reason, okay, of the reason for you to do that is going to make you feel very, very good about yourself, of your capability to survive and to thrive, and to even like show up in certain ways. Maybe show up for the collective, show up for people. In the midst of your survival, you are still doing that, and then now comes a time where the source of a certain abuse or a certain wound, okay, was taken away, and you had time for some kind of reflection. Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. So you're going to have information come in. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. Drum, dream and journey. So the Hunter card is all about facing fears head on, manifesting our deepest desires as well. And there is some kind of sharp shooting energy that is coming in. Someone could be wanting to like shoot their shot, for example, and you also could be someone who is seen as that, like a warrior. And then the Drum card is all about manifesting your your dreams come true, or dreams come into reality. All right there, Aries, I wish you a blessed week and much love. Bye bye. Hi there, Taurus. Let's see what is coming through for you for the week of 3rd to 10th of August. If you are new here, you are very much welcome. So let's get started. What do we have for Taurus? 9 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, the High Priestess, and at the bottom of the deck you have the Page of Cups. Let's get some clarifications. Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so something just moved right there. Okay, so you have the overall energy as the Page of Cups. These are gestures that are coming in for you. It could be offers, it could be gifts, it could be your dreams, your visions, your goals that are also activating or reactivating. Some kind of honeymoon period is coming through for you. It could be in the area of love. It could also be in the area of your own dreams and your own career. But there is something very new that is coming through. And the Ace of Wands is a new passionate beginning, a renewal in your fire, a renewal in your energy. You're going to be having ideas, inspirations, so much of them that are rolling in. And yeah, you could also be receiving some kind of telepathic communication from someone. Someone could want to rekindle a flame or a fire with you right now. The Nine of Swords is one of worry. Okay, there could be something here where there is a fear of something that is surfacing. It could be an anxiety, maybe something to do with a separation. Usually the Nine of Swords is like a problem-solving energy, a deep thinker, someone who is always thinking about something, how to make something better, how to do something better, and it can leave one in that place. So one thing that you could be doing right now, perhaps there's something that requires you to come out of your head area, to come into your body again and again in order to make adjustments or readjustments. What could be the trigger of this? Maybe you can't see it out in the light just yet, but you could be in a place where you are reclaiming your power. Keep calling back your energy, keep calling back your power at this time. There could be someone that is in their head area right now about you, and they're wanting to bring you some kind of offer. You could be leaving someone in their head right now. And yeah, overall, the Nine of Swords, if you can do something about it, then you can worry about it. If you can't, then you make readjustment or you step out of your head area, and then from there you gain the light, you gain the inspiration. Sometimes there's something that needs to come together on the very energetic level. So let's say our minds have it could be that one part of your body, maybe your mind, your soul, is way ahead of your mind, your body, okay, or one is ahead of two other parts, then it can leave you in the Nine of Swords because there's something lagging, there is something missing, there is something that has been separated. So that is why it can also be separation anxiety. So it could be that something has been taken from you, and if you're someone who can easily go into your head area, then you can just get there where it can become a spiral. And it's just pinpointing, okay, maybe this has been taken away. Sometimes it can come with avoidance as well, where we don't want to see that, yes, this is what has happened, and we can avoid it. So is there anything that you're avoiding right now to see? And I feel like what it is that you're avoiding to see is not much of a big deal. It's not that big. It could just be a separation again from a situation or something that is requiring you to separate yourself. And ultimately, there will be a catching up at some point. The Ten of Pentacles is one of resources, so it looks like you have some resources coming in. It could be finances, it could be a bigger picture as well. It could be puzzle pieces that are coming together. Sometimes with the Ten of Pentacles, let's say you're someone who is used to operating on your own, and so that could be the Nine of Pentacles energy. You're someone who is used to operating on your own. Then with the Ten of Pentacles, you're having to allocate tasks. You're having to, you know, you're having to open up your door in some way. Then the Ten of Pentacles can step in because you don't really have control as you used to anymore as to how something happens. Because while you may say do this, do that, they may not do it in the way that you want it to, or it may not happen. So I do feel like there's something here that you are coming out of in terms of, it's a form of a trend, it's a form of a shift, it's something here that even you are not fully aware of. And just know that you have your guides that are working with you. So whatever helps you to stay in that reflective mode right now, to stay in that place of reflection, intentionality, writing down, journaling, speaking out, calling on your guides for guidance, you know, just know that is working for you. But there's about to be a star power that is being revealed to you, or something here of like something that you have felt like was missing, okay, is about to come back to you. Someone may feel like also maybe something is missing without you, and they're about to come in with communication. But I feel like there's something missing that is about to be rekindled within you. Yeah, this is what I'm picking up here. So the Seven of Pentacles is also some kind of return of investments, and also you could be making some investment. And the Three of Cups is cause for celebration. You do have a very celebratory energy from your guides. That is Pluto in Cancer energy, so it's a lot to do with like the underdog, or something that has been quiet and then it's coming back alive. So there is some kind of resurrection that is coming in, or something that is, yeah, is resurrecting. That means it was quiet and then it's coming back alive. And I feel like this is to do with you. First of all, the High Priestess is you having high intelligence, high intuition. You're moving with a lot of intelligence right now. You could also have some secrets or mysteries that are being revealed to you over here. Or you also could be seen as a mysterious person. You could be a mystic. You could be a wise one. Mostly of, it gives me an energy of innocence, if you ask me, with the High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles. There's something where you are being granted something by the divine, and it's to do with the past, it's to do with secrets, it's to do with mysteries, and you're helping to translate something. You're helping to, it's just like when you see the card here, right? You're helping to translate what is in the cards that goes beyond 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or do they look like pentacles? Do they look like, you don't even call it pentacles, right? So there's something like that where you're able to translate, and you may just wake up one day and see that you're able to do that. You're able to put together a bigger picture of a painting, of an artwork, of a book. Let's say you look at your diary, you're able to make a book out of that. Let's say you look at your something, you're seeing that there's an artwork that has been created as a result of that. So I'm getting that you are a work of art right now, or you are creating some kind of work of art, or someone may see you as like that artwork, or a working artwork. Yeah, this is what I'm picking up as well. So let's see what we have from the life, from the angels and ancestors. So 7 Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 17 reducing to 8. There's definitely a movement that you're doing, some kind of movement that you need to go with. There are dreams. Again, there's a separation. There are dreams, and then there's also a reality shift. So something may require you to integrate more of those dreams into some kind of movement right now. Angels and ancestors, hunter, track down your fears and desires. Stag, trust and thrive. Peacekeeper, a harmonious resolution is possible. I do feel like the Nine of Swords is bringing you closure regarding some kind of harmony, or something that can go it can go with less resistance, and it's already happening for you. Hunter has this ram horns, and then this is also Cernunnos energy, Taurus. The stag also has horns, so it's something to do with an antenna. So it's like you're picking up a lot of information right now. You're about to have a lot of mysteries, a lot of secrets that are being revealed to you. Yeah. And this is also a depiction, the 3 spirals. life, death, and rebirth is showcasing your continuous renewal. Even the deer is showcasing some kind of innocence. So I do feel like there are situations that came maybe in some kind of they thought they could haunt you, but then you humbled them. Yeah, you humbled some kind of situations. They thought they could haunt you and humble you or break you, but then you ended up humbling them. This is most likely connected to this separation that I'm picking up, or you recollecting. Let's say you're running from something of the wilderness, something that is dangerous. Would you think about wearing your shoes? Would you think about dressing up? You will just keep running. Now, what happened over time is you learned how to conserve your energy, and you're like, I've left too much behind. I need to take up as much as possible going forward from here. So it's like now you're about to wake up even more to the fact that you have learned to pick up the best of you over time. And then over time you became dark. Yeah, you became dark. And then now you're about to face this even more. Okay, you're about to face what you have left behind, because you're not leaving something behind. Okay, you're not leaving something, especially your own self, especially your own essence, something connected to your DNA. You're not leaving it behind. You're going to pick it up. Seven of Pentacles again. Yeah, you're going to pick up something in terms of your karmic self, or something of karma. Okay, something of the past is coming back around for you to help you out at this time. It's to do with a fragment. It's coming back around. Wow. All right there, Taurus. I wish you a blessed week and take care and much love. Bye-bye. Now, talk about a bigger picture, and I had to readjust the cards right there. Hello there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the 3rd to 10th of August. If you are new here, you are welcome as well. So let's see what is coming through for you, as well as any other messages. 8 of Cups. 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There is the wounded healer, the wounded warrior, resilience, courage, determination as well. A traveler. So some kind of traveling energy. Moving onwards. Moving on to higher roads. Releasing some kind of outcome. Eight of Swords. So with the 8 of Swords, there is a blockage. There is also recognition of patterns, or some kind of pattern recognition that you're in right now. Five of Swords coming in the reverse position, and then the Hermit coming upright. At the bottom of the deck, there is the Ace of Cups. Let's get some clarifications. Two of Wands, and then there is the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay. You have the Ace of Cups over here, Ace of Pentacles, new emotional beginnings, new manifestation beginnings, something very abundant, self-care, self-love. So there is emotions, love, intuition, relationships over here. There is also, here you have career, manifestation, inspiration, ideas, shifts in timeline. So you're about to shift timeline like never before, with the Ace of Pentacles being here. So with the 2-2 energy, you have 1 and 1, then you have 2-2 over here, then 8 and 8. There is a time for reassurance. There's a time for checking in again and again to see if something is okay or if something is right. And then there's a time where we just have to make a move and go for it. And the cards have put you in a position where going for it is taking a heavier side. So going for it is taking the win. Okay, there is a win that is happening regarding going for it. And while you may feel like you're not ready, every part of you is saying that you're ready. Every part of you has already decided for you. You've already made the decision right now. And this is what is taking you to your victory, your public recognition, your expertise. This is what is taking you to gaining from experience again and again, and applying your wisdom in what it says that you do. This is what is taking you to asking for opinions from the outside, and taking those opinions and using your intuition on top of that. So you may find yourself doing different from what those opinions have been, but at the same time, it would have not been if you had not sought opinions, or if you had not sought answers, or if you had not done your research. It would have been different entirely. So you made the right move by doing that in the first place. So there's something here where you're opening to asking, but you're also going with your wisdom. So let's break down the cards here. Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. You have new emotional beginnings, overflow, abundance. You could be caring for yourself, loving on yourself. Something very peaceful is coming in as well. Some of you could be having proposals, offers, invitations. Very good news that is coming in. Something of divine, okay, divinity is coming in for you. And the Eight of Cups over here, this is movement in silence. Okay, there could be something, maybe what is coming in for you, you're moving in silence. You're not sharing a lot of your good news around. Maybe this is it. It's like you're applying some kind of common sense and logic in something that could be like, yeah, this is the right thing to do, but you're just like, common sense wins here. Something like that could be important. So you're seeing way ahead of the game over here, or way ahead of situations if you're making a decision. And that could be exactly what is putting you in the Five of Swords in the reverse. It's like you understand going into danger, but then you also understand that you want to be alive. Something like that could be important here. So it's like you could be testing the waters, for example, just testing, and then you go for it. You could be testing your voice, you could be testing something, or it could even be that there's a situation that has tried to test your limits and you have not allowed it to win. So therefore, you have become the victor here. The Eight of Swords is one of a blockage, so perhaps you have blocked someone, or someone may feel blocked from your energy. There could also be something where you could find yourself navigating a blockage, an impasse. And yeah, the Nine of Wands came earlier, so there could be something that you are breaking out of here in terms of a record, something that has been going round and round and round, and then now you're breaking out of that. Okay, you're not allowing it to carry on. So this could be in terms of like, what are you running away from? What are you taking fright? I'm getting more of like running, maybe in form of a feedback of running, maybe running, chasing. So this could be a runner chaser energy, but it feels like you have exited out of that game right now is what I'm picking up. So someone could feel blocked from your energy. If you're also navigating anything to do with creative blocks, you may find yourself maybe needing to go out in the sun, or doing something different, positively distracting as well, in order to regain your inspiration. You could also be doing some sacral chakra healing, root chakra healing over here with the Eight of Swords. The Hermit is something to do with research, wisdom, going in, retreating, recharging. I do feel like there's something where your guides are gradually they're with you, they're working with you, and there's a point where they could push you out. Okay, there's a point where they could kick you to be like, go out there. Something like that could be coming in. And then the Two of Wands is one of planning. Okay, you're showing up as a really amazing planner. All right, there could be a planning energy or some plans that you're making, and it's time for you to move. Okay, it's time for you to go ahead with those plans. There's some kind of movement that is definitely needed on your part this week, and it's going to, you already have divine inspiration that is working with you. The Ace of Pentacles is shifting timelines. You may find yourself needing to ground with this shift in timeline. This is about your rebirth. This is definitely about some kind of rebirth, and you feeling, maybe something may feel hazy, but with this rebirth, you've been here before. Okay, you've been here before, in the sense that it may feel new, it may feel like you have forgotten something. There could even be spaces in between, like a brain fog energy that comes in. That is because with this new timeline, with this new contract, you're feeling like, just like you came into this world before, you're forgetting something, but you haven't. It's coming back around. It's coming back. What goes around comes back around. It went in a different way. Just like you enter a plane and you have your luggage in the carriage, you know, that compartment, and you don't come out with your luggage from the plane. You go around and then you get it. This is what you're doing right now. You're about to receive your luggage. What do we have from the angels and ancestors? Eagle, see from a higher perspective. And then Lord, take charge with authority. And then Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Absolutely. So I do feel like there's something where you are surrounding yourself with protective energy, because there's also some kind of protective energy coming towards you. I mean, you already see way ahead. Something may have tried to trap you here with the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. But you're going to be seeing through the trap, okay? You're going to be seeing through this for what it is. Because it's time for you to experience this newness. There feels to be something of the past that feels to be wanting to creep into your present. And your guides are not allowing that to come with you. Okay, they're not allowing that to come with you. That was the whole reason for the rebirth in the first place. So if there's something that had power over you before, then it no longer has that power as much. Okay, I wish you a blessed week, and I'll come back with more videos, and much love. Bye-bye. Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for 3rd to 10th of August. If you are new here, you are welcome as well. So let's see, what do we have for Cancerians for this week, as well as any other messages. The World, 7 of Swords, 6 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and then there is the Sun over here. At the bottom of the deck, there is the Chariot. So the Chariot is your overall energy. Wow. You have a lot of yellow coming through in your reading. Yellow, 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 yellow. A bit of yellow somewhere here. Yellow and blue. And the yellow is like the solar plexus energy. Confidence, courage, power. Yeah, confidence, courage, power. A lot of that is coming through for you right now. And with the Chariot being your overall energy, you're definitely showing up in your power. What's not a coincidence, it is, but you're showing up in your power. That is Mars and Cancer energy. So it feels like you are fully in your power right now, Cancerians, if you're asking, and you're ready to go. You could also be traveling. You could be purchasing a vehicle. You could also be a medium, for example, or there's something to do with transportation. Wherever it is that you're doing, even when it comes to your own personal development, your spiritual development, then you need to know that you are on the right track right now, or you are right on track. And with that cardinality energy, you see something and you're going for it, and you're getting to your destination. And if you're coming back around, you have success in that. So you have some kind of success and victory that is coming through for you. Every now and then, you may find yourself needing to recharge your energy or to charge up again and again and to move forward. With that, number seven is spiritual perfection. It's to do with boundaries. It's to do with discernment, discipline. So you're showing up as highly disciplined right now, and you're taking initiative, you're taking action. Someone could also be charging towards you at this time. And the World card is, wow, you have the World and the Chariot together. So there's definitely a traveling energy coming through for you. You could be seeing new places. Maybe you're traveling to a new place, new space, new people, online, in the physical, recipes. Okay, there's something here that is coming to you. You're going to be trying out something new. It may feel like you're getting away with it, but it's actually something that, yeah, it feels like a steal from the universe over here, though it's actually something that you're receiving. Okay, yeah, it feels like a chilled week for you, and there's also discipline that is coming through. With the World card, there could be something to do with integration, taking space. There could be also a new level of belonging that you're coming to. Wherever you're at, you can feel more relaxed. You can feel more like in flow. And there could also be someone that sees you as their world right now, or you're seeing them as your world. The Seven of Swords is one of manipulation. Manipulation can come in different ways, like strategy and communication. We want to get something across, and yeah, sometimes you're wanting something from someone, and you can check their mood to know, like, is this the right time to go for it? So that's where the Seven of Swords can come in. Maybe you give them something, maybe you wait for them to calm down a bit and then you go for it, right? So that can be the Seven of Swords, where you're able to see how to get something or how to get a message across, and you know that it's not as straightforward as that. So yeah, there could be some manipulation or some strategy in communication that you're doing. If you are someone who maybe heals people, then you could be using jokes, or maybe something again that you're using jokes, or you're using funny stuff to get the message across, is what I'm picking up here. It can come up in like different ways where it's not, you know, all direct like that. So the Six of Wands, I feel like this is to do with your mastery, Cancerians. There's a mastery that you have come to, the number 7 is a tough number in general, right? So there's a tough mastery that you have come to over here. You're showing up as a tough person, part of the tough bunch as well. And the Six of Wands is one of victory, recognition, expertise, confidence. Okay, if you're making a decision, you're seeing way ahead. You're seeing way ahead of some moves, and you are making the moves already. You're way ahead of your time right now, is what I'm getting. And the Four of Wands is like, you see that person, there's something about them, Cancerians, there's something about them. I don't know what it is, but the thing is, even you could be like, yeah, I don't know what it is about them, something like that. So there is just more to you that not necessarily meets the eye, because the sun is right there. So it's out there. Okay, whatever this is, it could be that they're saying, oh, I don't know what it is about you, and then you'd be like, but I have told you everything, something like that. Or I have shared with you maybe my secrets, or I have shared with you this and this and this. But then it takes maybe someone who is able to see that, to see it. So depends on where it's coming from. If it's like, I don't know what it is they're all about, then someone may feel like you're hiding something from them. But I feel like in general, you're showing everything right now. Then with the Four of Wands is one of milestone celebration. I mean, this is about your mastery. This is about your ascension. This is about your graduation. So some of you could also be having graduation in the physical, or you could be attending some kind of Thanksgiving celebration, but there is a victorious energy that is coming through. Someone may feel like they have won with you as well. Angels and ancestors, what do we have for Cancerians? High Priest, intend and create. Sun, enjoy success and happiness. Knight, be brave and honest. So High Priest and Sun, there's something where you are just moving with it. Okay, it's to do with a revelation. It's to do with going out in the light. Yeah, I feel like you're just moving with this. You're providing yourself closures right now, or you're having spaces that give you closure to do that. Oh, someone may be bringing you something, okay? Someone may be bringing you a ring, or some kind of proposal as well is coming in.
I'm getting some kind of a bit of anxious energy, but they're not that anxious. No, it could just be something that I'm picking up from someone. But yeah, everything is saying that there is a lot of positive movement or progress that is coming through for you. Sun is all about opportunities, revelations, ships coming in. High Priest is about like taking action and setting intentions, creating. Knight is all about justice that is being served, and there is no need to force something. Okay, there's no need to force something and allowing it to pan out for itself. And there we go, Cancerians. I wish you a blessed week and much love, and I'll come back with more videos. Hello there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for 3rd to 10th of August. I've had to sit with your energy a bit more than the other zodiac signs that I have just done readings for, and I don't know why that is, but I did get this song by Brandy, Full Moon, something na 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 na. It must be the full moon. Yeah, so there's something like that that came up. The song, I don't know why. And then there's also something to do with the influence, or under the influence of the full moon, or under the influence of the moon, or yeah, with the moon there's some kind of shimmery energy that is coming through. So there's something to do with the influence of the moon, or some kind of influence. So I'm just going to get the cards out, and then we see what comes up regarding that. Someone may feel like you're under some kind of influence. Could be. 9 of Cups. Yeah. So I'm getting some kind of influential energy or influence energy. You could be an influencer, for example. You could be highly influential. I feel like you're a highly influential person right now, especially the fact that the 9 of Cups is coming upright. Or you're about to be in a highly influential position. So let's see what else comes up for Leo. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords. 3 of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the 7 of Cups. Okay. So there's definitely some kind of influence that is coming through, especially with the 7 of Cups being there. Maybe some of you are into some kind of psychedelic energy, or maybe you're just high all by yourself as well. That could be the case. But the fact that the 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups are coming together, it gives me that there is something of a shimmery energy, right? It's like perhaps you're going out, something like that. And this is just me bringing about scenarios or examples, not necessarily making a sense out of it. So the 7 of Cups overall, as your overall energy, now I'm breaking down the cards. This is discernment. Okay, there's something here where you're applying your discernment because you have offers, you have options that are being brought for you or you're coming to. There's some kind of platter that is being given to you. It could be to do with food, it could be to do with, again, different kinds of offers. There could also be something to do with your dream space that is very heightened at this time. Your dream space could be very heightened. So you have a lot of opportunities as well that are opening up. So you're going to be seeing something. You're going to be coming to some kind of dream come true, some kind of wish come true. And you're going to be seeing it through an illusion or through a dream. I'm getting someone being handed something for free in their dream. Something It's showing up as a blessing in disguise, but it's not actually a dream. You're receiving something. So let's say you want to buy something, right? And you're looking for the card to pay with. Yeah, it's like you're looking for the card to pay with, then someone gives it to you on the side for free. It gives that same thing. It's like they don't want you to find the card. So it's showing up as a blessing in disguise. So the way that you navigate any form of guilt right now, you could be doing some sacral chakra healing. Any form, maybe you're doing some grounding. You're keeping your grounding presence. That's all you need regarding this. But there is something that is about to come to you. Some of you could be receiving, but whatever this is either you're being given free, that means you don't have to spend, or you're being given finances. However the case, you're keeping more to yourself. And that is a good sign from the universe that you have, that they are with you, they're working with you. So in that case, something is being returned to you. Okay, something is being returned to you in the most illusionary of ways is what I'm picking up. I feel like the influence or the magic of the moon is also to do with the divine feminine. So whatever helps you to keep connecting with that divine feminine energy right now, maybe within yourself, or if you're a divine masculine, again within yourself, or maybe you're aligning with a divine feminine, then just know that what it is that is attracting for you is beautiful, and all you need to do is continuously work within yourself. Okay, keep working within yourself, and a lot of the work that you're doing has to do with maybe guilt, or yeah, guilt, especially guilt. So something to do with the sacral chakra, the womb area, is what you're working around right now. But just know that there is something that is being given to you. Some kind of gift is being awarded to you, and it's coming through an illusion. It's coming through some kind of distraction. It's like you're looking through a haziness and you're finding it. So it's your ability to ground within yourself that matters with this. All you need to do is keep being you. Yeah, this is a beautiful energy overall. I was trying to see, yeah, I don't know how that connects with what came at the beginning, but yeah, you're about to receive something through the shadows. The shadows are about to gift you something. You have 3 aces in your reading. My goodness. 3 aces. I feel like you're going to be spoiled for choices. You're being spoiled for choices right now. And it doesn't feel like it's a bragging way, like I'm spoiled for choices. No, it just feels good. It comes with a new level of confidence for you. And because you have learned to moderate that confidence of, like, you know, very high up there where it's like entitlement, and then very low where you're feeling like you have to be humbled all the time. You're sustaining a certain frequency that allows you to call in your, I'm getting deepest desires. Something very profound is coming to you. It may feel like tears of joy. I'm kind of sniffing as I speak. Some of you could be clearing out your sinuses right now. So whatever helps you to stay allergy free or doing something like that, you could help a lot. But yeah, there's something to do with the Ace of Cups and the 3 of Swords. There's something that is closing out a cycle. And as soon as that is closing out, you're coming to a new power position. You're coming to a new expressive beginning. It's like you're in an entirely different experience right now. There was a reading I did for you some time back, and it was like you have come to the other side of your experience. Indeed, you have. As soon as you came to the other side of your experience, there's been a transition that's been going on. Right now, you're still in that transition. So before you exit that transition, there's something that has to be given to you. Okay, there's something that has to be given back to you because of your heart, because of your, I'm getting your strong heart chakra. You have a really strong heart chakra. Your sacral chakra as well is working with your heart area right now. And everything to do with, like, it's like, you know, there's some times where we don't do something and we're like, if I say Leo, you could feel like you did something like that. So there's something of that nature that you're releasing right now, or you're working around releasing. So there's some kind of shedding process that you're doing, and it's coming with a new level of awakening, Kundalini awakening, spiritual awakening. Your potential as well is heightening like never before. One thing that I will say this week is your grounding. Okay, aces can be like really new, a rebirth energy, and there's one where your intentionality is all about your intentionality and how you're working with that. Happy birthday to you all. Happy happy solar return as well. But there it is. What else for Leo? You have new manifestation beginnings, you have new ideas, you're shifting timelines. If there's anything that has tried to steal from you in terms of your light, is not showing up here. It's not showing up here. It's like you're protected by the shadows right now. The Ace of Cups is a new emotional beginning. Something very peaceful is coming in. You could have proposals, offers, invitations that are coming in. The Ace of Swords is a new expressive beginning. You have a new power position. You're coming to like really sharp clarity. If there's anything that tried to cause you confusion, maybe of the past, all of that is wearing out right now. There is no longer confusion. No longer. Even in confusion, you're finding wish come trues. And then the Three of Swords is here as expansive energy. I do feel like there is something where you could be closing out a cycle here. And there is a strength within you that is heightening. And it's to do with your capacity to keep your heart open. Okay. And it's paying off for you. Before maybe you were told that it was not a good thing, like you're too soft, all of that, but it was a sign of your strength. It was a sign of your courage. And vulnerability is not all bad, like an exposure, right? Or leaving ourselves vulnerable to attacks. No, this is about your own heart from within. So your strength and your courage is paying off. So your strength and your courage is paying off big time for you. Wow. Angels and ancestors, what do we have for Leo? You do have offers that are coming in. Brand new beginnings. 3 aces in the picture. Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. And then Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Something about your survival is definitely coming through. I'm wondering, doing a reading for Leo, why don't I see a fire energy here? There's no fire. Even though the swords can have a bit of fire, Pentacle as well can have fire. I'm wondering where the fire is. Yeah, so there seems to be something here that is going to be revealed to you. Ace of Cups and the 3 of Swords. Something may have tried to drown your solar plexus, maybe your confidence as well. But here we have the fire, 4 of Wands, the Sun. Okay, I feel like it's like you went a certain path that was less traveled, and then you're still reclaiming everything and more. It was one way. It is either you went one way and reclaimed this, but then you would have missed out if you didn't go this other way. So whatever you went with has a lot of courage to it, a lot of resilience. Wow. So there we go. The Sun, 4 of Wands, you have cause for celebration, you have major milestones, you have cause for thanks. The Sun is revelations, new beginnings. The Earth Guardian is definitely saying to stay rooted right now. Okay, keep staying rooted, because you do have situations that are wanting to take out of your light. But the thing is, they can't even see the light because you're protected by the shadows. Yeah, so they can't even see the light to steal from. And maybe this is where we have the 4 of Wands coming up, like the structure has been formed. The 3 of Swords and the Broken Arrow is giving me your own healing process right now. Okay, there's some kind of healing process that you're doing. You're not allowing anything to shut down your heart or to shut off what it is that you have built. Wow. So I'm going to stop here for now. I wish you a blessed week and much love. Bye-bye. Hello there, Virgo. Hello. Welcome to your reading for 3rd to 10th of August. So let's get started and see what comes up for you for this week, as well as any other messages for Virgo. Six of Swords, Page of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Three of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, the Lovers. So the Lovers is your overall energy. Let's get some clarifications. Page of Wands again, even though this fell out in the reverse position. So if I were to flip it around, it will be reversed. So I'm just going to leave that over here. And at the bottom of the deck, there is the Emperor. Okay, one more. Two of Wands. The Lovers is Gemini energy. And just want to point out some features that I'm noticing on the spread. So the Lovers is Gemini energy. The Emperor is Aries energy. This is 5-1 in Roman numerals. In Roman numerals, the Emperor is 1 and 5. Okay. So there's a form of a mirror energy coming through. Even without the Emperor, the Lovers is still something to do with a mirror energy. So a mirror energy could be how we mirror something, how we match something's energy, or something to do with opposite as well could be important in terms of like opposites in general, maybe even bipolar. Not necessarily like bipolar in the medical term, but it's something of an opposite, something of a polarity, like plus minus, that is coming through, hot and cold, on and off, right? This or that, 0 to 100. This is what I'm picking up as well. Now, I feel like with the Lovers and the Emperor coming together for you as your overall energies, it means that you are in control of something, or you are in charge of something right now, or you're on top of something. And you could be seeing, let's say 1551, 1515, for example. It shows that you're bossing up, or you are mastering this life, this reality, this real life that we're in. You're mastering it even more. Maybe at some point there was one charge that was more than the other, and whatever charge this was, from the cards, what I'm getting is perhaps the plus was more than the minus. So what was maybe what you were upping, or what you were giving to, what you were feeding into, was more than what was given back in some way. So there was not a lot of balance in maybe your relationships or in your decision making. But ultimately, with these two cards, is saying that you have a lot of clarity that you're moving in right now. So not a lot can confuse you anymore. Not a lot can fool you anymore. All right. And the reason that is coming through is because I see the Page of Wands upright and the Page of Wands coming in the reverse position. So there feels to be a balancing of charges that you're doing right now, Virgo, or a balancing of charges that you have mastered is what I'm picking up. And they're coming in your dealings with people. They're coming in your dealings with maybe business dealings, normal conversations as well, past relationships, present relationships. But however you're navigating that, it's like there's a choice that is opening up, or a choice point that opens up, or a decision point. As soon as that decision point comes in, you are applying your intuition, your number 6, your intuition, right? You're applying your sixth sense, and from there, you're navigating those real life situations and you're harmonizing them. So there's some kind of harmonization that you're doing in your decisions making and in your communication right now. There's one part of you that had the fire died down, okay? The fire died down within you. And there's one part of this fire that you're allowing to come to light. But you do understand that fire can burn out what is no longer serving one, just like the fire can burn out something, or we can use that to do some kind of cleansing ritual. So fire can be beautiful. It cooks food as well. It makes us also to feel good, right? It can warm up when there is cold. and fire can also burn down everything. So it's like you understand, it's like you're being revealed as fire right now, and you know what fire can do. You know fire can, if used in a certain way, and please, I'm just trying to talk about your own passion, your own energy, your own boundaries, your own discernment, rather than fire itself. But you can apply this in the way that it resonates. But I'm really getting something to do with your own clarity here. So you know what that extent can do, and you have also navigated situations that can push you to that place where maybe you even had to dim down your light. Maybe you even had to dim down that fire in order to fit in, or in order to survive in many ways. Now, there is that fire that is wanting you to no longer apologize, because you have come to a place where you have been humbled enough already, right? You have tamed yourself enough already. You have a lot of courage that is coming through for you, a lot of strength that you're moving with. So now is the time to even look at yourself in the mirror and say, you are powerful. Okay, you tell yourself that, you speak good things to yourself, because this is the time. All right, so something about your fire is wanting you to kind of amp it up even more. Right, it's like you're amping up a fire, and you're having with the excuse me, with the Lovers and the Emperor, you're having a mirror energy that is helping you to do that. Okay, and at the end of the day, that mirror is you. That mirror is you. So however someone reflects something back to you right now, where someone would be able to mirror something before and they may match something that you want to see, now because of the new level of knowing that you have come to, the new level of awareness that you have come to, you're using others as a mirror, and you're also telling yourself the truth. So it's putting you in a place of power that I can't begin to describe. Wherever this is has to do with your own bossing up. It has to do with your own leadership. It has to do with your own healing. You have healed enough is also what I'm picking up here. So this Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, you are thawing right now. You're moving away from that. While you can acknowledge there are fears that come up, there's also something about the fact that because you're becoming more of a mirror of yourself, anyone that needs to look up to you, the best way they can do that is when you're able to take that mirror and face it back to yourself again and again. And then from there, you're in flow. So there's a transition that is coming through for you, 6 and 6, and there's a lot of harmonizing that you're doing. There's a certain fire that you're going to be amping up over here, all right? This is to do with like a woo-woo or something like that. There's a certain fire that you're going to be amping up because you're no longer in the vibration that you used to be in. And a part of you still wants to stay there. But it's time for you to come out of that place. So there's a new direction in which you're moving. The Six of Swords is moving to calmer waters, resolutions, inner peace, inner calm. And the Five of Pentacles is you also moving out of some kind of crippling fear. Okay, if there's something here that has made you to feel like maybe the fear has been so much where you're not moving, is no longer working. It no longer has that effect. Okay, there is like a defreezing process that is going on. You could also find yourself maybe defreezing something or turning off your freezer, yeah, but it's all a reflection of what is happening in the energies for you. And yeah, Two of Wands is planning, new direction. So you're going to find yourself moving in a new passionate direction, and there could be some plans that you're making. And here with the Page of Wands, there is good news, deliveries that are coming in for you, some kind of downloads as well that you're receiving if you're like spiritually on the spiritual path, for example. And then you're going to have new talents, new gifts. Even if you're not, we're all spiritual. So it could be to do with your creativity, your artwork, your creative ventures in general. You're going to have good news and ideas come in. The Page of Wands come in like this. It could be that there's something where you're staying silent. Okay, it's not giving me a negative energy per se. Exactly, you are balancing our polarities is what I'm picking up. There could be something here where there's a bearer of good news and there's a bearer of maybe not so good news. That could be the case, but you will just know which one is carrying good news or which one is carrying something that you'll be like, nah, I don't want to hear that, something like that. And then the Three of Cups is one of expansion. You have something of a cause for celebration coming through. If there's something that you're waiting on, there are windows of opportunities that are opening up for you. So the waiting period in between is going to go a long way in terms of your decision making. So anything that helps you to wait, to be still, to be calm, then you will listen to the voice from within that is guiding you in the direction that you are guiding yourself. So right now you're the one guiding yourself. Wow. Angels and ancestors, what do we have for Virgo? I would like to see more about the Five of Pentacles when we're done. There could be a new level of investment in self that you're doing with the Five of Pentacles. Protection Guardian, drop your shields, and then Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. I tell you, there's a fire that is heightening. Whatever this fire is showing up on the negative polarity, and it's going to make you to feel like you're doing something different that you have not done before. But that is because you want something to pan out that is different. So you're like, okay, if you want something to pan out that is different, then you're doing something different. Five of Pentacles, what is that? The Lovers again, and the Death card. So you have some decision that you're making, or some major decision, and you're gaining clarity regarding this. The Lovers and the Death card, perhaps this decision is coming to do with the end of this place where you were left out in the cold, where you were ostracized, where you had to go maybe to the dark night of the soul as well over here. But there feels to be the end of a major dark night or a major cold energy where you were in the cold, and then now you are rebalancing. I wish you a blessed week. Yeah, the Fire Guardian is all about igniting passions, indeed, creativity, sensuality, other forms of like everything to do with the fire. And the Protection Guardian is also backing that up. So you could have some connections to Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but again, any other zodiac sign could come in the picture. There's Scorpio over here as well, but there's some kind of major transformation that you're doing, maybe within yourself, in your home, or just a brand new beginning is what I'm picking up. And yeah, let's see what we have from the life and career deck. For some reason, I'm guided not to. Maybe that is the whole point, the waiting, isn't it? So there's some kind of waiting that I'm finding myself doing in between, because something has not fully rounded up. Saving face. Okay, you may need to grin and bear it to maintain respect and keep something. It could be your job, or you need to smile and make nice to get the position that you want. Short term. This position is temporary, so don't be too attached to it. No worries, you will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. Fireworks are going off. And there we go, Virgo. I wish you a blessed week and much love. Bye-bye. Hello there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for 3rd to 10th of August. If you are new here, you are welcome. So let's see what we have for you for this week and any other messages that come up. 6 of Wands, the Lovers, 5 of Cups, Justice, 7 of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, there is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Libra. First, I'll break down the cards and then I'll tell you what message is coming through. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter energy. This is Sagittarius, Jupiter. There is something to do with a higher power, divine timing that is at play regarding some kind of victory.
or some kind of recognition that you're coming to. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it showcases you at a higher level of your experience right now. So there are past experiences, people, lessons, patterns that are coming back around. And this time around, they're finding you on a brand new level of your experience. And at any given moment right now, however you direct or redirect your thoughts, your attention, your energy, is where you're going to see expansion. So yeah, while there's the willpower that is coming through, your own willpower as well comes in significantly. Overall, with that coming upright, you have divine intervention and divine timing playing out in your favor. So something is stacking in your favor right now. So congratulations on this. I mean, I said congratulations, and we have the Six of Wands right there. So the Six of Wands is one of just wanted to mention that with the Wheel of Fortune, there's also something to do with a focus or some kind of focus that you're in right now, or where it is that, again, yeah, it's like wherever you're focusing your attention, you're going to see a lot of growth and expansion. And there could be some waiting periods every now and then that you're doing. During those waiting periods, you could be doing something else. You could be there's something that you could be doing, and in that waiting period, then something is changing around. So trust those divine detours that are being presented to you. So there's some kind of divine detours that are going to be presented. It may be like minutes, hours tops, but they're going to change everything in terms of the course of your attention and where this expansiveness your guides want you to have, or what this expansiveness is coming in for you. Okay, so let's carry on here. Six of Wands is one of victory, recognition, expertise, celebration. With that number 6, there's a harmonizing that you're doing. There's something here where you're seeing, you're coming to a closure. There's a lot of gratitude. There's a lot of reverence. There's a lot of thanks as well. So it looks like you have cause for thanks. You have cause for celebration. It could be sometime around this week. It could also be at any time again during this week, where it looks like you have some kind of celebration or cause for celebration. The Six of Wands can also showcase you seeing way ahead of a situation and then making decisions from this very present moment. Sometimes you can make the right decision and you don't even know that you're doing the right thing, okay? And it just requires a new level of validation of self. There could be something that you're moving forward with. There could be something where you'd be like, I don't see everything just yet, but I'm moving with my instincts, I'm moving with my intuition, and you keep moving with that. And even in that moment, you may be like, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing here, right? But it feels like you are moving in the right direction. And there's a lot of confidence, sound self-esteem that you're also embodying right now. So there could be some power moves that you're making or you find yourself making. And the Lovers over here is Gemini energy. You have clarity, you're making some kind of major decision, and you're weighing your options as you do that. There could also be a love connection that is coming together for you, or a new relationship as well that is coming in. This could be a romantic partnership, this could be business partnerships or other forms of partnerships that are coming in. But you do have 6-6 over here, so there's some kind of closure that you're coming to, or something here that feels like a full circle moment. So experiences have been garnered and you're taking that up right now in your decision making or in terms of seeking clarity. So there's some kind of game-changing or a form of a game changer that is coming in, or a game-changing formula that you are receiving. This could also be some form of cheat code over here with the 7 of Swords. 5 of Cups is to do with grieving. Okay, it could be love, it could be loss. There could be something that you are grieving right now, and it showcases a lot of emotional strength and courage on your part as well. So I feel like there's something here, Libra, where it's like you're showing up maybe out in the spotlight with the 6 of Wands over here, or you're showing up a certain way, and your future self feels to be calling or feels to be pulling you more than what it is that you're releasing of the past. And however you're showing up in the present may make you to, maybe it's like you're having to wear a facade, okay? It's like you're having to wear a facade because you have to show up in that future position or a present future position. So in the process, you find yourself putting up a facade. So it can usually happen where, let's say, you move from one relationship to another, or you're in transition from one relationship to another, one workplace to another, one self personality to another. With that transition, it's like you're allowing that another to take over, because maybe you have already tested the previous one, but just because you're allowing the another or the future self or what it is that you're reaching for to take over, it doesn't take out this past experience. So there's something like that that you're navigating right now. So however you're taking time, maybe you're taking intentional time, space, time, all of that to integrate the wisdom that has been garnered so far, or the experience, not necessarily wisdom. The wisdom will come after, and you don't even have to call it that. But however you're taking time to integrate the experience that you have garnered so far is going a long way with how it is that you show up in the physical. Not for that facade. People will continue to see your facade, but only few will get to feel into the energy. And by that time, maybe you have stepped back from that facade because it's just a stamp in time. So there's something about your own fulfillment from within that is needing attention right now, Libra, okay? Your own fulfillment from within is needing your attention, your own validation, your own closure, and you have divine intervention that is playing out in something that not many may see about you, but you can experience that from within, and you're giving yourself the permission to experience that. So yeah, I do feel like this is you wearing a facade. This is you navigating with strategy and communication. This is you navigating something, maybe like real life situations, getting the message across, effective communication, and then maybe you step back and you take that off and you allow yourself to experience. I'm not getting the Seven of Swords to be something negative, but of course you can apply this as some form of sabotage, saboteur energy. Or again, there could be ways where we sabotage ourselves, where we don't allow ourselves to experience something because we're so busy reaching for the future, right? So there's something about a facade that you're taking out the mask and then you're allowing yourself to experience what is within. This is for you. This is definitely for you. And with the Justice card, this is Libra energy. Oh, look at that. You're showing up in your power. So there's something about a past energy could also be having grief. Maybe they could be having some kind of remorse, regret, maybe about you, maybe something that they have done. This person could be having maybe a fake account, or maybe something that they're forming in order to watch you at this time. But there's someone in some kind of remorse right now. This could be the same situation that you're healing. So the Justice card is showing that justice is being served. There's one part of this energy of this past that feels like this is your right, okay? You're healing this, and part of that fulfillment is your divine right, is your divine justice. And the other side of this healing feels like if there was a tweak that was made, or maybe a little change that was made at that time, then things would have been different. And you also would be applying it to yourself right now in your dealings with maybe your current dynamic, right? So there are some lessons that someone or something of the past did not learn, and you also are taking that up to remember that you also can embody those lessons and experiences. So there are some changes that you're making at this time, and there are turning points that are being revealed to you in terms of these changes. So the Justice card is justice that is being served. You're in your power. You have a really strong stamina right now, especially when it comes to your heart area, the Lover's Justice, strong heart area. And you have a lot of clarity that you're moving with. Congratulations on this. So let's see what we have from the Life and Career deck. So what came earlier regarding the message was about a roller coaster ride, and this person is in a cart and they have come to the peak of their ride. Just as they have come to the peak of their ride, there is a change up that has happened, And I feel like this person all of a sudden is chosen to become the driver of that ride. And what do you do there and then? Do you just go like, let's go? Or do you stop and be like, okay, even maybe the driver or the one in charge before has already made others to buckle up, maybe to put on their seatbelts, maybe their helmets, all of that. You also have the responsibility right now to make others to check again that people have put on their seatbelts. Okay, seatbelts, while they can look restricting, they're also for protection. So there's something like that that you're doing right now at the peak of a mountain or at the peak of a roller coaster ride. Some of you may have gone on an adventure, you have traveled, and there is some kind of adventure that has a high chance of becoming restricted. And you have the chance to change that around because it's supposed to be an adventure for a reason. So it could be outside influences that want to restrict you. It could also be your own mindset that is needed here in order to strategize. So yeah, there's something like a peak of a roller coaster ride where you can actually tell others, you can check again, you do your own part by making sure others put their seatbelts. You breathe in and out, and then you get ready for the ride of a lifetime. Okay, you're about to take people on the ride of a lifetime, and your preparation matters a lot in how this ride goes for you first. People in the ride, some of them may be scared, some of them may be, maybe in celebration, or they may be hyped up. Some of them may be neutral, but you're not in control of that. What you're in control of is how you navigate that ride or how you handle it, and calling on your guides every now and then to be like, hey guides, I'm here. Okay, so there's something like that. Do not restrict yourself, okay, and do not allow others to restrict you from something that is supposed to be an adventure. This could also be to do with your creativity, your own experience in general, or your ability to breathe. Courage. You could have some connection to Leo. I know that Jupiter is in Leo as well, so you could have some connection to Leo, or you could have this in your chart. Courage. Ask what you're afraid of, or the new moon in Leo could bring you more answers. Ask what you're afraid of so you can overcome what's holding you back now. There are leadership opportunities for the taking. Yes, Justice, the Lovers, is showing you as a heart leader or a heart-centered leader right now. Illumination. Something hidden is coming to light now. You'll find out about new jobs, opportunities, and options. Someone lent you a helping hand. Angels and ancestors, what do we have for Libra? Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. And then Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. So I feel like the Earth Mother is connected to Virgo. Then maybe Taurus, Capricorn energy. So you have the Earth Mother that is working with you, or Earth herself, a certain frequency. There could be elements of parenting and also self-parenting that are coming in. And your guides want you to know that they're also your parents, or they're watching over you. So you are their baby right now. And then the Fire Guardian is giving Leo, maybe Sagittarius, Aries energy, and also Scorpio. But the point here is there's something to do with passions and fire, and also maybe sexuality, sensuality, all of that is coming in, as well as creativity. So there's indeed something that you're mixing up right now, and you have some kind of wealth that is coming for you that is like a full package kind of wealth. And how you use the contents, okay, including the cardboard, your perspective, or the wideness in your vision is so important for how you leverage that package. Okay, this is what I'm picking up here. So you can see that cardboard and you just open it and you get out something that is in there.
Or you see that cardboard and you be like, that cardboard is important, something like that. Or I can recycle this for something. I'm not saying that you necessarily do that, but I'm just saying that there is a wideness in your vision that is so important as to how you leverage or take advantage of some kind of divine position that you're being given, or some kind of full package that you're being given, and you are. And it same goes for another that maybe sees you or takes you. Maybe you're presented to them. The wideness in their vision will determine how they're able to see the blessing that is being granted to them. So there are some blessings that are going to be showcased to you in disguise, and how you navigate this is what will be your ultimate experience. All right there, Libra. I wish you a blessed week and send in so much love, and bye-bye. Hello there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for 3rd to 10th of August. If you are new here, you are welcome. So let's get started and see what comes up for you, as well as any other messages that come through for Scorpio. The Tower, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. At the bottom of the deck is the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is your overall energy. So let's get more here. The Hanged One and the Sun. Something to do with hopes. Don't get your hopes up high. I'm hearing don't get your hopes up high. Okay, so let's see what comes up here. Don't get your hopes up high. A form of saying like, I'm not promising, don't get your hopes up high. It's like someone is telling you something. Maybe you're asking for something and they're like, you're kind of like, they're going to do it, but then they don't want the other person to have a high expectation, like a hyping energy. So they kind of lower the threshold, or they lower the standard, and then they surprise this person, or they surprise the other person that they were speaking to. Don't get your hopes up high. So it could be you as well who is surpassing something, or you are surpassing some kind of expectation, but it's like that is how you want it, or that is how you want to see things play out. It's so important for your performance. It's so important for how you operate. Your operation, it could be your modus operandum, right? It's so important for how you operate, or for how someone operates. Some kind of surprise energy. But it's like even you like to shock yourself, you like to surprise yourself. So it's like you're working, maybe strutting it. You may wear something simple. You may even do something that can test another to see how will this person treat me if they don't know who I am, even if you don't have anything, right? But it's just maybe that is how you test yourself in terms of a standard. Because there's always space for more. Brilliance, yeah. So some kind of brilliant energy coming through. So there's a promise that you are keeping to. And this is not outside of also what is happening for you. Something that you're remembering, you're keeping to, and is being kept for you. Because you didn't Maybe you didn't expect too much. Expectation versus reality. At some point, maybe the reality was less than the expectation, so you learn to lower expectation in order to have the reality go way ahead of the expectation no matter what. And then right now the reality is about to surpass the expectation in ways that you didn't even see coming yourself. Expectation is something that you can't really see. You expect it. So the reality is about to surpass the expectation. Whatever you're doing here, leave the reality to keep playing with the expectation, okay? Leave the reality or allow it, free it up enough for it to keep playing with the expectation. Free it up even more. If that is how you want to keep going and this resonates for you, free up the reality so that it has space to breathe and know what expectation is in the first place, okay? Let them get to know each other. Yeah, let them get to know each other. Remember, they have been working hand in hand before, so don't separate them now. You're not separating them. Okay, that's what I'm getting. There's something that did not match. So if, for example, you expect something and there's the realization of it, there's something that maybe the reality was not meeting the expectation and you kept allowing it because after all, you don't really know what that is or what that was supposed to be. Maybe based on past standards, based on how you were treated before, based on a certain treatment before. And then now, there's a new bar that you're setting. So while there are no numbers to those two terms, you're able to put a certain bar, maybe 70%, 16 and 7, 70%, yeah, 70, 80%, and you leave the other 30%, roughly 20, to a wonder, to explore. I'll keep speaking here, Scorpio, because I don't know where this message is coming from. So I'm just picking up the words and not trying to make sense of them. There's also something where you're learning not to, again, you're learning not to put a certain solid bar to an expectation, because you begin to get comfortable wherever you're at, a workplace, a relationship, a state of mind, a home. And then you find out that you underestimated your own, like what it is that you're able to realize. You find out that you are breaking out of the borderline, or you're breaking out of some kind of boundary. At the same time, you want to explore and see what that is. You also, maybe you were at a point where you were learning to balance that. Because if that was the case, then you would continue to grow out again and again and again, right? But that is Scorpio's energy. You continuously transform. So there's something about the fact that you're giving yourself maybe permission right now, or you are allowing yourself to explore something, or even be open to having options. While also being the loyal person that you are. So maybe don't get your hopes up too high. It could be either you that is saying that to yourself, like you're getting something and you're saying don't get your hopes too up. Maybe you're even speaking to yourself to say, this is not going to last for too long, right? Maybe you're telling yourself something is not going to last for too long because you know how it's been before. But your guides are saying there's another way to look at this. There's another way to go about this. Remember, you have past or the past that you can use in this very present moment to determine if anything. These experiences have helped you to see that indeed you're limitless. You have no limitations. You always have the capacity to shine even more and to break out of restrictions, right? You always have that capacity. So you're learning to master that right now even more. So there's some kind of mastery that you're in at this time. Then the other side of this is don't get your hopes too high is the way that you showcase yourself to someone or a certain situation, and they're seeing that there is more to you than meets the eye, and you're giving them like very shocking, like you're giving them shocks left, right, and center is what I'm picking up here. And that is the Tower, Scorpio energy. Okay, look what we have here, gifts. You're uncovering new talents that will land you new work and a better position. You could get more money with the deal as well. And then brilliance. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. Scorpio, you're about to do something that is mind-blowing here. You're about to do something that is shocking, but it has never been outside of you. You have learned to master something of working together, expectation, reality, and the movement that comes with, the consistency that comes with, the interval that comes with, or you put into that. One thing that you're working around is indeed integrating more interval in what it is that you do. I'm getting some kind of scale. You know, all those line diagrams where there are numbers like 0, +1, 2, 2, 3, and then before 0 there's -1, 2, 3. So there's something about you balancing something right now. And you're watching for burnout. You're watching for exhaustion. Because the engines are running right now. The engines are running. The wheels are in motion. You're ready to go. I feel like there's going to be a time, it doesn't have to be this week. You're about to look back and see that whatever group you were in, maybe collaborations, projects, maybe there was love and work involved as well. But whatever group you were in, you were the it factor, okay? You were the it. You were. You're about to see that even more, but for you, because they also are seeing that, but they can't pinpoint it exactly. But your guides are being very selfish with this reading because they're making it all about you. But there are shocks that you're bringing about a lot of shocks. So right now, Scorpio, let's break down the cards. 9 of Cups, you are sustaining a certain frequency and you're upholding a vibration. in such a way that your wishes are manifesting. So you have some kind of wish come true. Of course, just like that expectation reality, you're looking to meet up with something. And the Nine of Cups can also showcase sometimes maybe a form of like being overly confident. So maybe this is where you are lowering something. But then I'm getting for someone or maybe a group of you, it's actually that no, it's time to uphold that. No, you've been lowering too much, or you've been humble too much, or this is not the time to be too humble, okay? But you will know which applies to you because there's a moderation that you're doing over here. You do have someone that feels like they're very proud of you. They say that you are the one as well, or you're the one for them. The Tower, Eight of Pentacles. The Tower is Scorpionic energy, also Aries. So you do have something here where you're breaking away from some kind of limitations. And there could be something that you're venting. It could be emotions. It could be to do with language. It could be to do with epiphany, sudden realizations. With the number 7 is a crown chakra activation. Ultimately, all you need is your grounding presence. Breathe. Breathe, and you will know just what to do next. Eight of Pentacles. Looks like you're very busy here. You could have a lot of situations that are watching you very closely and they are shocked. They are very shocked, okay? With the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and then the Eight of Pentacles. I did say Nine of Pentacles, so there could be something to do with Scorpio. Are you forgetting something? Are you forgetting something about the fact that you have the power here? You have the power now. Are you forgetting that that past self doesn't have power over you as much as your present self does? Are you forgetting that? So this is the time to challenge some kind of overwhelm energy, okay? This is the time to challenge an overwhelm energy and say, hey, I've got the power here. So there's something that you're forgetting and you could be going back to old habits. Okay? It could also be, again, that you have really gang-stalking energies that are watching you very closely and it can make you to feel overwhelmed. Maybe they're watching you, humiliation rituals, humiliation trials, all of that. They're trying to humble you. Yes, they have tried to do that. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, you're standing your ground, you're setting your boundaries. The Three of Pentacles, you have some kind of key that is being revealed to you, a key of understanding. Just because you're understanding doesn't mean you do not set your boundaries. The Sun card, you have the Sun and the Nine of Cups together. My goodness, such high vibrational energy. Perhaps this is the reason that they're watching you very closely. And the Hanged One is further confirming that there's some kind of experimentation energy coming through. So I feel like with the Hanged One and the Sun, there's something that is about to be simplified. You're coming to major enlightenment as well. Something is about to be simplified. The Tower and the Hanged One are given hot and cold, on and off, very opposite energies. Both of them can be cold in their own way. Yeah, so someone could be also having a new perspective of you right now. Maybe something that has been on and off, hot and cold. They're coming to see you differently. The Page of Cups is gestures. Okay, so you have gestures that are coming in. It could be telepathic communications as well over here. Someone is also collaborating with you and co-creating with you in terms of dreams, visions, and goals. It could be in the physical. It could also be telepathically, but there's something that is working together for you. I would like to see more about the Tower and the Eight of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Okay. Page of Swords is further confirming that indeed you have eyes on you, or you have a lot of eyes on you right now, and they're very shocked by what it is that you are. It's like there's something that you're balancing or something that you are creating, and it may be going viral. Yes, I feel like this could be going viral as well. or you may be going viral if you're out there in the spotlight. But the Nine of Cups coming twice is showing luxury, wish fulfillment, a lot of gratitude as well. Angels and ancestors, what do we have for Scorpio? Just looking at this energy again. You're setting the bar high is what I'm getting. You're becoming unreachable, untouchable. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. Summer, bask in joy and light. Whatever tried to restrict you is shocked by how you're breaking out. You could have seen a bee recently, but it's a sign of good luck. And the Hunter is showing that you're coming face to face with your fears and also calling on divine guidance and divine help, and is right there working with you. With this card coming in your reading, it gives me the energy of the shadow, especially for Scorpio, because that is kerning us on an energy, Taurus. I wish you a blessed week and sending so much love, and bye-bye. Hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of 3rd to 10th of August. So we're going to see what comes up for you as well as any other messages. 7 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 2 of Cups, 3 of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, there is the 7 of Pentacles. Someone is going back on something, or someone is contemplating going back on something. It's either that or they have already gone back and they found out something, or they found something out. The grass is not green. But sometimes it only takes us going back to something to be reassured that it's not the path to take. And from there, we're further in the standing or the conviction that there is no looking back, or there's not a lot that we're missing out on. It's only a chance at grieving something that we wanted to happen a certain way and it did not happen, or something that we expect someone to show up in a certain way and they do not, or something. So the perspective does matter a lot here. So I do feel like there is someone that has gone back on something, and I'm still going to break down the cards. Someone went back on something, or someone went back. It's either they went back on something and it was transient, and they found out that it was not it, or this person was not it, but there is a betrayal that is coming through, or some kind of confusion here. Yeah, so it was either transient. So this could be you, Sag. Maybe you went back on something, or you went back to somewhere, or you went back, maybe you traveled somewhere as well. So it doesn't have to be that maybe you dared to do it or you wanted to find out. It could be that it was just a new form of realization for you that indeed, maybe that is not the way to go, or that is not, it gave you a further reassurance, so to speak, to keep moving. Or if at least you don't know where you're going, you will stay at that crossroads in the meantime. So there's a form of a choice point that is showing up. And with this choice point, maybe a group of you have had to go back to something in order to find out that it wasn't it. And a group of you
are still at that choice point where you know that it's not time to move forward yet, and there's a waiting period that is coming through. So one feels to be a rewind, one feels to be a pause, or both. Then there's also someone else in your energy that is coming through that. It's like they went to that rewind and they stayed stuck in it. So it could be, let's say, I would just use romantic partnership, right? A romantic partnership, maybe an ex. Maybe they went to repeat the same thing. And it could be that you're having a glimpse of that and you're seeing. So while you're doing your own healing process, you're seeing that you were not missing out on much. Because they're repeating the same thing. It's the same routine, it's the same thing. It could be family as well. It could be work where maybe they call you or you have some kind of encounter. It could be a it could be a school, it could be an institution. As I said that, my throat was hooking up. It could be a school, it could be an institution. Okay, so for some of you, this could even be a workplace or something of an institution, because that one kind of hit the chord somehow. But ultimately, whatever story is coming around or is about to come around will showcase to you that, yeah, you made the right decision. Even if it's a bit uncomfortable, there's a pause right now. If anything, your guides are working with you in terms of your own perception, in terms of how you navigate your perception, and how you make use of that waiting period. It matters a lot. It's like you're being told you're about to travel. A door is opening. Opportunities are coming in. And then you may just keep waiting. Oh, I'm waiting for that opportunity to come in. I'm waiting. But then maybe the waiting period also has its own checklist. Or maybe it has its own checklist. Your guides want you to do something. Perhaps before traveling, or before that carriage, before that car, before that opportunity, before that relationship, before it comes in. Are you maybe needing to pee? Are you needing to check again the lights have been turned off? Are you making sure that you have the keys with you? Are you looking at the mirror to see that your makeup is all right? Right? Or you may just find yourself in that waiting period changing up entirely. Okay? So there's something here where the waiting period and how you use it is so important. And anything that requires you to look back is just there to bring about a further confirmation that there is no looking back. So right now there is a corridor that you're in, and there are final touches that you're making, and your guides want you to take advantage of those final touches before the door is opened. Your guides, yes. So it's like the more that you're asking, what do I need to do here? How, please guide me. All of that, the more that you're opening up to divine guidance in any which way that you do it, then they will show you. And then this whole process will be faster. So this may not be the time to stall, okay? This may not be the time to go back. But of course, apply this. Everyone has their own journey. Sometimes, again, it only takes us going back to see. Every now and then we can go back on a certain timeline, or we can go back on a certain place, or we can travel somewhere that is familiar, only for us to see what it is that we do not want anymore. So there's some kind of elimination process that is coming through for you here, Sag, all right? But I feel like for many of you, it's coming in such a way where you're seeing something that would have repeated the same way again and again and again, and then you wouldn't be going anywhere. Now, while this door is opening, while these revelations are opening, or these opportunities are opening up, what you're understanding is the power of change, or the capacity for change. At the end of the day, we can be the ones to change ourselves. That is hilarious. We can be the ones to change ourselves, or we can inspire change in someone. So there's something here where it's like there's something where if you don't want it to carry on,
And this is not again about comparing with maybe past relationships, partnerships, people. This is not about comparing with even the past version of yourself. You get to carry that with you right now and put some kind of engine, put some kind of fire, okay? I feel like you're setting fire to the soul right now, or certain soul movement that you're doing. And the right amount of fire is needed regarding this. You could have some connection to Virgo. I said this to Virgo as well, or something to do again with intellect and your house, the 9th house, or higher learning, overseas travel as well. But there's something about setting fire to the soul, or setting fire to someone's, something that is reigniting in terms of the heart area. And there could just be a high chance of repeating a past pattern. Okay, there could be a high chance of repeating something. Again, it doesn't mean that this new situation or these new opportunities, they don't remind you of the past. It's just that you are the one who will continuously come back to the dark or retreat and change something about yourself and change your perspective, and then you keep moving in that direction. So there's a chance at changing something right now, and it may be connected to your dreams, and then maybe love. I'm bringing about dreams and love together and asking, what is my love, right? What it is to be your own love, or to have your own love in terms of maybe purpose, your path. So I feel like those are important questions that you're asking right now. Okay, someone could have a motorbike, because I keep hearing a motorbike, or someone could be going into beast mode as well. You see, the bike on its own has a lot of resistance that you're moving with. So there's some kind of resistance that you're working around. But it feels like you're zooming forward. 9 pentacles altogether, 9 cups altogether. So you have 9, 9, and then 3 and 3. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who could be a mentor, who could be a teacher, who could be a wise one, who could also be an intellectual, or someone who has a lot of like, you ask a lot of questions, or you question maybe the meaning of life as well, or yeah, you could question the meaning of life or meaning of things, or you try to see the meaning behind things as well. Yeah. And I'm getting that the solution is right here. Okay, not necessarily right here, but they're saying that it's right here. Maybe wherever you're at is right there. And okay, they're saying, there you go, you have it. There you go, you have it. Perhaps the message is to not stall for too long. Stalling is important, and there's a preparation that you're doing, a prepping period, and it requires, it could be calling for some kind of reflection. So there's a form of reflection, introspection that you're doing. You can apply this maybe again, different energies, because the 7 can showcase different sides of a personality, different sides of life, different sides of maybe different sides of your story as well, like what is happening in different areas. Something may be happening here and it's happening another way. So there's something that you're bringing together. And ultimately, in terms of your own journey, you're building multiple streams of income is what I'm seeing here as well. And you're looking to culminate this cycle in such a ramped up way. So there's something that is calling for shedding. There's some kind of shedding process that you're doing. You're connecting to your heart area over here. Dreams, indeed, they do come true. I feel like you're taking some kind of matter into your hand at this time, and whatever this matter is what matters to you, and you're not waiting for someone to tell you this is how this needs to be done. It's like you're taking the initiative right now is what I'm picking up. So the 3 of Swords is one of expansive energy. There's some kind of sub-story that could be coming to you, so apply discernment here. Your dream space could also be revealing to you something. The Two of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, this is alignment, partnerships, relationships. So there's something that you're changing your perspective with the Knight of Pentacles. You have a solid foundation that you're working with. You have a dedicated pathway, a committed pathway that is showing up. The Three of Wands and the King of Pentacles, there could be a door opening, or someone who may want, maybe there's someone that is coming back around as well. Perhaps someone is coming back around. Maybe this is why this message is coming through. Maybe someone wants to come back around. It's already gone around 3 times. This could have taken a long time to form. This could have taken maybe a lot out of you as well. So there's a choice point that is finding you in alignment. Power position. You're being promoted or called to lead. Time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. Strategy. Absolutely. So this is about your strategy. You could be coming into new strategies, formulas. You could be also helping others with strategies, or you could be attending meetings that are connected to strategy or strategic development. You need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. So you could be calling on advice regarding like what gives you advice regarding maybe investments, relationships, opportunities. Maybe one person can give you advice regarding this, but they can't give you advice regarding everything. And you'd be like, okay, that is where it stops. You declutter. Another person may bring you advice regarding this, but they can't give you what the person A has given you. So there's something like that where you're stitching. There's a stitching together that you're doing of fragments right now. And you're not taking everything in. Taking steps. Action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunities. Passage. Your current situation is a means to an end. You're making the uncertain voyage to a new world. Enjoy the discoveries as you go. Manifesting. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make it happen. Reflection. Take time to revisit the past and figure out what you want to do. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. Unfolding. Access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding. I do feel like there is an access that is opening up, and you guys are making sure that you are... It's like you're seeing something on the outside, Sag, right? Let's say you dress up. Okay, I'll just use a certain example that is coming in, but you can also adapt it to different examples or to different scenarios. So let's say you dress up to a meeting, okay, and you dress your best according to how you know. Maybe you have few people to compare with. You could check online, for example, and then you go out and you see something that looks fantastic. You can either look at that there and then to be something that makes you to look down on yourself, or you can look for inspiration in that and be like, okay, now I have more to compare with, or I have more in my arsenal to use. Yeah, so there's something like that where the way that you perceive this crossroad, or the way that you perceive, or you change around your perception, your senses, your faculties, especially your sixth sense, is something to do with a reality shifting. This is what is going to make you so stable and nothing can move you, because you're who you are wherever you go. If you've dealt with energetic vampires, you can learn from that as well. Angels and ancestors, what do we have for Sagittarius? Drum, dream and journey. Summer, bask in joy and light. So the drum card is all about seeing your dreams come to reality and the removal of obstacles, especially in your vision. So you're coming to new awakenings in your vision. you have some kind of limitations or cobwebs that are being taken out of your eyes right now. Wherever this is was supposed to cost you to feel all over the place, and it was some kind of magical work, some kind of cobweb that they try to put you in, but it's not winning anymore. Okay, they're not winning. It's time for you to be unraveled. So that is the drum card. There could be, again, if you're calling on, some of you could have a dream catcher or something to do with your dream space. There's something that is about to be a dream come true. Opportunities, options, and revelations are coming in. It may come through some kind of distraction or what may feel illusionary. There you have your dream come true. So it's like you're seeing someone, you could be coming into a new relationship that maybe you saw them before, but you didn't see them. Something like that is coming in. So maybe you knew them before, but you never had a real encounter with them. And then there's a relationship that is forming out of that. So there's about to be some, you have spiritual energies that are working with you. So your grounding presence is all that matters. And the summer is all about basking in joy and light and a lot of prosperity as well. I wish you a blessed week and send in so much love, and bye-bye. Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for 3rd to 10th of August. If you are new here, you are very much welcome. So let's see what we have for you for this week, as well as any other messages for Capricorn. Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups, King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Judgment. Okay, I'm doing some form of Celtic cross spread in your reading. I didn't know when I was doing that. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. The overall energy coming through for you is the Seven of Cups. Options, offers, opportunities, dreams come true, or a dream come true. The one thing with the Seven of Cups is a grounding presence or some kind of discernment to know what to go with. The Eight of Cups at the heart area, this is one of moving onwards. Perhaps there's something that you're releasing over here, and it's allowing you to move onwards in grace and to release a certain outcome. There's a flow that is coming through for you. And crossing this Eight of Cups is the Judgment card. The Judgment upright is to do with an awakening or a time to shine, giving oneself permission to move forward with something. So if you're looking for permission, then this may just be your permission to say to move forward or to keep moving. 17 cups altogether, come back, 15 cups altogether, come back to 6 cups, right? So I feel like you have a return or an important return that is happening. Or someone may want to return or come back around. Ultimately, there's a return of yourself or a major remembrance of yourself that is happening. Aha moments that are coming in. But I'm getting only if you give permission, okay? Only if you give permission. So there could be something where you're not giving permission or you're giving permission. Perhaps you're giving permission in one way, and as soon as you do it in one way, then in the other way it may look like you're not. So some kind of judgment call is coming in where you would direct your attention is where your answer would be. This can usually showcase when there's some kind of maneuver needed regarding a decision making. So wherever your energy flows in, that is where your answer is going to lie. So this can be when there are two choices or two main choices to make, or two main pathways, or maybe one path feels like there's a lot of blurriness to it and the other one feels clear. Then you have your answer. So if you're feeling like you're pushing too much regarding something, then maybe that is not the way to go, or if you're fighting against some kind of resistance, that may not be the way to go. And whatever feels like it's more flowy and there is more like a maybe back and forth, or there is more like a resounding energy in terms of like it answers you, or it gives you back, okay, what you're putting in, you're getting something back, then maybe that is your answer over here. But I'm getting only if you give yourself permission. There could be some access that is coming in as well, or even someone that is, or some kind of energy of access that is coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. And with the Five of Pentacles in the past position, number 5, changes and shifts. You have Temperance, 14, 5. So you have 5, 5 in your reading. So there are some changes that you're making. The Five of Pentacles is you investing even further in yourself. It could be to do with self-care. It could be to do with self-love. There could be someone feeling left out in the cold as well. But one thing with the Five of Pentacles is the answer is right there if we give ourselves, again, permission. So there could be something here where you're asking questions, or where you're learning from something and you'll be like, okay, next time I'm going to do better, or next time I'm going to do it a different way. So there is something about maybe a situation as well that you are working on in terms of reliability. That can be the Five of Pentacles. So you have 7 Pentacles altogether. I do feel like there is something to do with your investments, or something to do with seeds that have been planted, and then now it's time for them to flourish even more. So a turning point has come in. The King of Pentacles in the crown area, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. There's an energy of a wealthy business person that you could be coming across. You also could be embodying this energy right now. There could also be someone coming towards you, maybe an earth sign or Aries as well. There's a return. Okay, there's definitely a return, and you're navigating a decision making, and also you're having a comeback from there. It could even be a resolution that comes to you, or some kind of closure that comes in. Or maybe it doesn't happen and you're still releasing some kind of outcome and you're moving forward, or you're releasing some kind of confusion or anything that could keep you stalling and you're moving forward. The Ace of Pentacles is earth energy once again. So you have a major shift in timeline. You have divine grace and intervention that is coming in. You could also have some connection to Sagittarius over here. There is a combination of fire, earth, and water that is coming through, and a bit of wind or ether. So you're bringing an important memory, or there's a chance at bringing a memory back to life. So the Ace of Pentacles is here. Let's get more. Five of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Seven of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so now we have 7 Pentacles coming together. And then the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Swords together with the Page of Wands. And here you have the Five of Pentacles again. Behind the Five of Pentacles is the Seven of Wands. Okay, you're definitely standing your ground in some way. You're setting some boundaries. You're setting some terms in terms of like what it is that you want to see. Whatever this is may stifle your vision, okay? It may have a high chance of stifling your vision so much that you feel constricted in a pattern or a cycle that you're no longer in. And it's time for you to change that around. How you're asking is because it's time for the key to be revealed to you. Right there, the key to a door. It's time for the key to be revealed to you. Someone is no longer left out in the cold. Someone is no longer in that place, but energetically, or maybe their inner child is still telling them that they're in. and they need to remember that they're not in that place anymore. So you're entering this period with a mindset shift. Anything that makes you to push hard, maybe that is not the way to go. Anything that brings about flow and understanding and teamwork and collaboration is what you're doing, even if you have to go at it alone. There is an energy that maybe has ostracized you before, and they don't have that power to do so anymore or to trigger that. So that means you have healed that within you, or you're working on healing that. It's all a process. It's time to break out of a certain loop over here. And how you do that is what exactly is coming in. A wake up. Okay, a certain wake up is coming in. There could have been a certain situation that felt like you were left out, or that made you to feel that way, but then there's a wake up call that is happening for them, that you have come out of that place that maybe was a reflection of them. Now you have 777, so there are some new levels of standards and protection that you're coming to. So that can come in, let's say you are signing a document, you're speaking something, you are wanting to lay out a condition, right? Then it could be that you're looking way ahead and not basing it off what it is that you have known yourself. So there's some kind of turning point, Capricorn. Okay, there's some kind of turning point. It could be it's to do with you. It's like, however you invest in yourself will determine how you're being handed this opportunity. Okay, however you rate yourself, this is how it is. So it's like what the work that you do behind the scenes, the energy is not going to lie, or the energy is not lying. So keep going with that, because that is what is paying off for you. So the Seven of Pentacles, you have a return of investment. You have a lot of options, offers that are coming in. The one thing that you're doing is making sure that you're turning that wheel towards where it is that you want to see more outcomes. Some kind of flow is setting in. And here you have the Ace of Pentacles, a new abundant beginning. You're going to have inspirations, ideas. There could be something here that is coming in. It's coming up as a breakthrough. So it could be that there is a certain loophole that you're seeing through, and then you're jumping timelines. It could be that this has a high chance of putting you in a trap again, of something that is no longer aligned with where it is that you're going. Then you're jumping through that, and that will come with you applying head and heart together in your decision making. So emotions, while they're there, they're not really playing their role in your decision making right now. So there's some kind of if anything makes you to want to rush or to make you to want to stall, this is not the time to do that. This is the time to go in some energy of chemistry. Okay, what keeps you in that chemistry, what keeps you in that tango energy, this is where to go with. So there's a new level of collaboration and teamwork that you're calling on. And you're releasing whatever you have poured into that you have not gotten much out of. It can usually come when maybe a situation is not ready to receive what it is that you're offering, or is a way of saying you can take the horse to the river, but you cannot force it to drink the water. And you can apply that to yourself as well. Where am I taking myself to the river and not drinking the water? If you're ready. So there's something like that. Maybe you're also asking questions as maybe there's some kind of ultimatum that is coming in where you're being sincere with yourself, or you're being truthful with yourself as to if this is really, maybe it's not their fault, if this is ready to receive or it's not. And then you'll see how that can be a reflection within you as well as to what it is that is helping you to open up to receive even more. So the Page of Wands is bringing about good news and delivery. And there's some kind of promise that you're remembering or you're keeping up with, or a promise is coming back alive. The Page of Wands sometimes can be a twin flame connection as well. So there could be some call or some kind of message that is coming through. What do we have from the life and career deck for Capricorn? Trapped. You may feel stuck in your current situation, but you do have options. Look for another something while keeping the one you have for now. Harmony. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. And then beginning. It's a good time to start a new job or a whole new career. You have creative ideas that get noticed. Build a nest egg for the future. So you see, Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles is a timeline shift that you're coming to, a huge leap in timeline. You know, it's one thing if we give to, you can give little in terms of opening to receive. And I said this to Virgo, you could have some connection to Virgo. Sagittarius is here as well. So it could be something to do with group, intellect, education, or just in general, our encounters. So sometimes you can give a lot and a lot to somewhere and you don't see an outcome, not because you are expecting an outcome. And then sometimes we find ourselves pushing really hard to give to that same situation, but maybe they're not open, and what you're pouring into is still in that place where they're just not ready. And there are times where we hold back that until maybe we do some certain healing within ourselves. And then when you give even little for someone, they appreciate it, they honor it. And they don't have to do that openly. But the results that you get back, or something that happens for you in the physical, it could be your own progress, it could be your own healing, it could be some clarity that you come to, it could be finances that come in. But some kind of progress happens in your experience. That is how you know that you're giving to the right people or the right person. 1551 on my timer. So I'm just going to pick out a few cards from the angels and ancestors, and then we round up this reading. Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. And then Elder, healing through the lineage. So there's something here where you're receiving more healing when it comes to lucrativity, abundance. And it looks like the way is forward right now. The number 5 is actually pointing towards the right, which means that there is a new chapter that is opening up. And the Elder card, healing through the lineage, you're breaking generational cycles right now. And you're not allowing something of the past to come into the present or even where you're going. I wish you a blessed rest of your week and sending so much love, and bye-bye. Hello there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of 3rd to 10th of August. If you are new here, you are very much welcome. So let's get started and see what comes up for you, as well as any other messages for Aqua. 9 of Pentacles, the Fool, King of Cups, 6 of Wands, King of Swords, the World. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. So you have Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Swords, 3 court cards coming through in your reading. So there could be something to do with embodying all these energies: earth, air/ether, water/air. So you are embodying these energies, or you could be dealing with different people. There could be a courthouse. There could also be some kind of strategy that you're moving in right now, maybe at different areas of your experience or in different areas of your experience. So you're showing up as a highly strategic person. The Queen of Pentacles as your overall energy: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, also Sagittarius, grounded, practical, hardworking. And there could be some grounding presence that you're keeping at this time. There could also be a baby project that is coming in for you. The Nine of Pentacles is one of independence, abundance. You could have some resources that are coming in, but you have reached the peak of fulfillment right now. So congratulations on this. And the Fool card is a leap of faith, a surrender, a new beginning. I do feel like there's some kind of new way in which you're moving here with the Fool card. I can't see just yet what the other option could be, but there's something where you're moving in a brand new way. You're moving, yeah, you're making surprise moves. Maybe even to yourself, you could be surprising yourself. And talk about that, we have the Fool card. The Fool is like Uranus energy, Aquarius, Aries, Pisces energy. So this is your card, Aqua. So I feel like there's something here where you're being in your power. You are also connecting to a higher power, a higher octave, and maybe even a higher frequency. So it could be a new league that you're coming to. Maybe if you were hanging around a certain group of people before, now you're coming to a new table where there could be like think tanks, or there could be people who are thinking in a strategic manner. Very mature energies, if you ask me. So mature meaning doesn't mean age, but it's just to do with like their way of thinking. And I want to sneeze as I say this. So I do feel like there's a very cool energy, so to speak, that is coming through in your reading. So you could be hanging out, you could be going for meetings, maybe wherever you go, you've just changed your league entirely. It's like you're in an entirely new league right now. If you feel like someone is out of your league, then it could be that you're reaching. The Fool card is like you doing something different, innovating something, doing something new. So there's something about a brand new leap of faith, a surrender energy that is coming through, and a new beginning. The King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Indeed, I'll tell you this. There's something here where you're applying wisdom. It's like you're aware of adversaries. You're aware when there's strategy involved, and there's definitely like a winner-loser situation. But at the same time, it feels like you're working towards some kind of win-win. A win for one is a win for all. Now, does it mean that just because you win something, you go around like sharing for everyone? No, it just means that everyone has their own position. So there's some kind of shift in, it could be a shift in mindset that you're doing, a shift in paradigm that you're doing, or you're tweaking something around in terms of your perspective right now until something clicks. Why? Because there's a game that is coming through in your energy, or someone that could be playing a game with you, or just the game of life in general. I feel like someone, even if you feel like you're outside or you have exited a game, maybe the game of life, you're still in that game right now. Maybe you're just aware that you have to keep being in that game. So there's a kind of a game that you're moving in, and you are upholding your own essence. It's like all those reality dramas or reality TV shows, but in this reality TV show, you already know that you're the winner, because even if another person wins, you're the winner still. Somehow you're still the winner. So they can be calling other names and they'll still call your name. This is how you're showing up as. And so you're a winner in some way, okay? You're a victor. Gosh, okay. So there's something about you that is a part and parcel of the bigger picture right now, and you're coming to further enhance, and you're coming to further paint yourself out and to be discerned in a bigger picture, or in a picture. You could maybe be in a place where you're no longer allowing yourself to be behind the scenes, or maybe, and I said this to Capricorn once, maybe they're looking for you and you're like, oh yeah, that is me, right? So again, it doesn't have to be a picture. It could just be, again, how you are showing up for yourself right now, how you are cheerleading yourself. You could also have a number one cheerleader right now, or people that are rooting for you, or people that are cheering you on, maybe behind the scenes, out in the light, but there's a form of a cheerleading energy. If there's someone that you're going out with, then they could be showing you off, because look at that. You have come to a new level of unconditional love. You have come to a new level of like identity within yourself and without as well. There's something about you that is changing. You also have resources that are coming in. The Six of Wands is one of victory, recognition, experience, expertise. You're seeing way ahead and you're making your decisions. I told you, this message feels to be, or this reading feels to be about your strategy. There could be expenses involved in terms of finances, in terms of energy, attention that you're looking to balance even more. And however you're making these new moves is actually showcasing as a pioneering energy, as someone who is innovating something. It could be a certain way of approaching something. Yeah. This is you innovating a new strategy. because you have to make it. Okay, something has to happen, something has to work. Now this is not about putting like too much effort or over working yourself. No, it's actually like you are creating some of you could also be creating a mastermind, or you're going to be a part of a mastermind as well, or you're being seen as like being eligible to be a part of that. But you're definitely attracting something eligible, or you're like, if you ever felt like you were lower than that, then you're on that level as well. So this is the time to see yourself as part and parcel of a certain table right now. The King of Swords is further confirming that Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, also Virgo, sometimes Aries. So there's something about your head and heart together that you're applying, and you're seeing very clearly. There's some kind of transformation that you're coming to, some kind of truth that is also coming to you. The World card and the King of Cups, this is one of expansiveness, new spaces, new people, new recipes that you're coming to. If you're not ready to travel, as I always say, with the World card, you're going to find yourself traveling. You're going to find yourself doing something new. Someone may see you as part of their world. Someone may see you as, yeah, it's like you're their whole world right now, or you're about to come again into a new level of belonging. The world is also about your protection, so you do have a new level of protection that is coming to you, and expansiveness. This is abundance, celebration, and graduation. So altogether, this energy is giving me a new league. Yeah, it's giving me a brand new league that you're joining. You could be seeing something to do with a club, or maybe welcome to the club, or something about a club, maybe written on a car or written on a building or a league. Your guides are sending you signs that you have elevated. Something is about to happen like very fast, and very fast is not like going 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's going from 0 to 100. It's like, you know, all those kids that go on the stairs, maybe 5 stairs, and then they jump like that. There's something like that that is happening for you. It feels like being on the edge for sure. And maybe this is where your own preparation comes in. When we're on the edge, then that means there is something that we're navigating that is new. So it's not about dismissing it like, oh, I'm on the edge. Oh, no. You're on the edge of glory. And what balance are you keeping there? How are you recalibrating? How are you changing around your direction? There's a new strategy that you're moving in so that you measure up that. It's one thing to take a leap, and then another thing where you tweak around to make that landing perfect, isn't it? Or as perfect as possible. So there's something like that that you're doing. It's like you're about to have a perfect landing and the space is right there available. You're allowing yourself, or you're giving yourself permission to take up space. Mountain, stand your ground. Absolutely. So there's a form of a landing energy. So if there's anything that you're doing with the Fool card, be open to the unexpected here. Be open to changes and plans. Be open to the divine wisdom that is showcasing itself in those changes. I'm getting that someone is free. Spring. Okay, I wanted to pick out the trader card first of all, but this one came to my hand and it says what? Spring. See your seeds grow. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. It's like you're in a landing zone, and at the same time you're in a parachute, all at the same time. How? I don't know. A moving house, perhaps? Aqua, I'm going to read the Spring card. The Warrior is all about your own courage, your own fierce love and compassion, your own speaking up. You have blessings that you're gaining from the divine. And they're saying that just because something doesn't happen the way that you want it to at a certain time, doesn't mean that you Doesn't mean that is the end all be all or is final. No, there's always a chance to change it around. Spring. Embrace the change that is on the horizon. Allow your dreams to become reality. You are ready to bring to life all of your ideas, inspirations, and projects. When this card appears, you're moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth, and if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and soul. This is your blessing. I wish you a blessed week and send in so much love, and bye-bye. Hello there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for 3rd to 10th of August. If you are new here, you are welcome. So let's see what is coming through for you and any other messages. 6 of Wands, the Fool, 6 of Swords. Why does it feel like I'm playing some kind of game? 3 of Wands, the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. I'm still going to break down the card Spices, but this energy makes me to feel like I'm playing some kind of game or I'm being initiated into some kind of game. Yeah. And then it's like as I'm seeing it and as I'm telling you or I'm speaking it out, then that is the right thing to do. To speak it out, to let it out without defending my stance, without defending or without trying to over-explain myself. So there's something here where maybe you're not having to seek approval or you're having to over-explain yourself. You said what you said. It doesn't have to be in a threatening way, but it's something where there's some kind of boundary that is not really a boundary, it's a discernment. Some of you could be into games or you're building games as well. That is one way to look at it. I'm getting some kind of assimilation or simulation. So it's either some situation try to assimilate you into a game. Gosh, why am I saying this? But that is what's coming through. It's either someone try to assimilate you into a game or you're waking up from some kind of simulation. It's like you're snapping out of something. And every part of my intuition is telling me to keep going with this message. Not for the sake of someone watching to see if I found out, but for the sake of the fact that someone just needs to hear this the way that it is. And this someone who needs to hear it the way that it is may not be speaking much, but they're just seeing. They're just saying. So I feel like me speaking like this is actually taking someone out of some kind of sucking energy, or something was supposed to suck you into something, a form of a spiral energy. They were supposed to take you into something like a whirlwind. You know how you have a storm, so it was supposed to take you and then somehow, or take you by surprise, but somehow you have your internal GPS that is stronger than whatever this is. It's like you are the vehicle, the medium, your own body as well. Wherever this is has required you to be grounded in some way. But this is not something that has happened overnight for you. It could be something that you have been working on. So the way that this would sweep others off, you were not swept away by this. So for some of you, this could even be someone playing a game. Yeah, there's definitely a game involved. So how others will be swept away with that, or they will be swept away by that, and you're there at the door, you're standing, everything is happening, you can watch everything happening. So I could easily be speaking to someone. Like, it's one thing if I was to speak to someone that has been sucked in that place. The way that I would speak to that person would be different from someone who is standing by the door and waiting for the lessons to round up. So it's like, the way that you're showing up right now is like you have rounded up your lessons that maybe were, and others are still in that. So you're right there waiting. You're just waiting. So in the meantime, what do you do? I'm getting you could cause trouble. You could get bored. Yeah. Something may just, it's like you could get triggered easily. And you don't know why. But that is because you're trying to pick up some kind of problem. Yes. I'm getting that, Pisces. You're trying to pick up some kind of problem. Now, if that is the case, not every reading may be for you right now. Because your life is becoming boring, or your life is becoming in a way where you may want to pick up something wrong. Now, does it mean that there will not be wrong things happening or bad things happening? Of course. But it's just at the level that you're on right now, there's something your intuition has already worked out for you long before these lessons have come up. Like, your intuition have solved the test. They have solved the whole experiment. They have solved everything. And then you want to get caught up in that. And your guides are like, no. So I don't know what you're going to do with your time. I don't know what you're doing with your time. It could be some kind of preoccupation. It could be something here that allows you to be creative, or allows you to be in flow, or to serve others as well in some way. Or even like if you were speaking to someone in that position, how would you be in their shoes, right? So I could be speaking to different energies come up in the reading. Sometimes I could be speaking to someone in the midst of that, and the way that I will speak will be different. And sometimes I will be speaking to someone who I can see that they're at the door, they've broken down something of a resistance, they have come way ahead, they have broken down something of a wounded healer, a wounded warrior. You're in a different world, or you're about to be in a different world right now. And I just want to say this very plain and straightforward. You need to remember your place, okay? You need to remember your place. Every now and then you may be looking for a bit of drama, a bit of something that boils your blood is what I'm picking up. But there's nothing much to see. Just remember to come back to where you're at, okay? Just remember to zap out of that place and to come back to where you are at. This is so important, even for your own peace of mind, even for your own navigating, because just because you're here doesn't mean you do not have somewhere to go. So it's one where there's just a certain place that you're in right now. Are you going to go back to that? It depends. Again, if it's your work, if it's something that requires you to operate with others, then perhaps there's a new level of discernment that you're requiring, so that you separate where you're at from what you're dealing with. Everyone is on their own journey. You also can be in that place, but there's just a high chance of getting sucked into something, okay? Be aware of that. Of course, you know this, so I'm not good. But yeah, there's just something here where there's a high chance of getting sucked in, and then your guides are like, snap out of that. It's like you go into a different reality, some kind of virtual reality, yeah? It's not yours. and you need to come out. Every now and then you come out. And it allows you to also care for your own well-being appropriately, right? Or in the appropriate manner. Yeah. It also allows you to see things clearly for what they are. So that you keep moving in these calmer waters that you're in right now. And your ships are coming in. Pisces, I guess this message is for you to zap out of a certain... or you are zapping out, okay? You have zapped out of a certain virtual dimension or reality. You know why you were able to do that? Because whatever this is that was supposed to suck you in, it could even be a succubus spirit or succubus energy. It doesn't have power over you anymore. So you're making surprise moves. Maybe that is the same situation that is wondering if you're some kind of ninja, okay? It's like you're all seated there, hands crossed, whether you're feminine, masculine, you're looking, you're just staring, you're watching, you're observing yourself as well. Absolutely, I feel like you're observing yourself. This message is kind of coming to you at a time when you're like, yep, I see through my own BS here. I see through myself. I see myself. I can step out of myself and see myself. No need for unnecessary drama, okay? No need for that. Okay, so let's get some cards from the life and career deck. Roll the dice. Time to put yourself out there. I feel like there's something where you have rounded up something, or maybe you're waiting for this to fully round up and then you go out there. But roll the dice is to do with betting on yourself. And it says, time to put yourself out there. Time to put yourself out there. You are hiding your talents. And it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight now. Is the risk worth it? Yes, 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 yes. The High Priestess is saying maybe, but I feel like this is you again moving with your intuition. And you're kind of testing the waters. Manifesting. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make it happen. You could be into manifesting right now, or there's some kind of manifestation that you're doing. You're showing up as a master manifestor as well. I feel like you're ready to go. You're ready to create. You're definitely taking leaps and bounds right now. Drama. So I'm going to get more about the Six of Wands. Perhaps you're making a power move here regarding something of like, maybe you're not avoiding drama, but at the same time, you see that maybe the drama is not worth it anymore. So there's some kind of changes that you're making, something that you're setting into place, or new habits that you're setting into place right now. But I'm still going to read this. Beware of troublemakers in the workplace or some kind of place. The job you want may have too much upheaval to bear. Keep emotions and gossip in check. Why do I feel like you have become bigger than something? Strategy. Yeah, that is because you're aware of all the playing characters on the board. You could be the invisible party as well. Perhaps that out-of-body experience is you able to step out and see other parties or to embody different energies. You need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. Are you some kind of ninja or something? Look. And we're not talking about the ninja, you know, like there's nothing on that, like putting on maybe a head covering. No, this is not about that. This is about someone who is like very, very smart. Someone who is moving with a lot of stealth. That is what I'm picking up for you. It could also be that people are looking at you or watching you and they're wondering what it is that you're all about. Maybe they're peeking through the blind, something like that. Maybe something around you. 9 wands altogether, something to do with environment, neighborhood, traveler, explorer as well. Someone who could travel a lot. You could be a traveler. You could be a foreigner where you're at. And those are just examples. Yeah, but it feels really good in the sense that some of them are asking in a very curious way. Okay, they're asking in a curious way, like, what are you up to? What are you all about? You know, what is your regime? Something like that. So perhaps you go to the gym. What is your regimen? 7 of Swords. In the meantime, you're seeing through some kind of mask, seeing through some kind of facade over here. However you're seeing through this facade, you may be deciding for yourself, because you have grown out of this, you're coming to closures. There's a lot of gratitude, there's a lot of reverence, even for how far you have come. You've come such a long way. Yes, you do have a long way to go, and there are shifts that are coming in. There's some kind of patience that you're in right now. There's some kind of waiting zone that you're in. But there's still expansiveness. Take just one step, the next one will be open to you. Now, in the meantime, as you're looking forward, then there feels to be something that comes back in, or something that may want to back and is wanting you to look backwards. There's something that you're being guided not to sabotage, okay? Don't sabotage where you're at because of some, like you have healed, like you have healed this, you have left this, like, and don't let them trigger you into doing that. And don't let them trigger you into doing that, because they don't have that button to push. 2 of Swords, Ninja energy. So I feel like there's some kind of access that is, as soon as this access is open, these crossroads are opened, there's a movement forward, a transition, and then it's being closed up again. So there's a lot of protection that you have had, and all you did was to keep trusting your instincts, to keep trusting your intuition. It's only when you look around at other situations or something, again, this is not to compare, no, it's just to see that you have been moving with your intuition. So this is it. This is it. So it's like when you move with your intuition, what happens is, even when there's a danger, you're able to move around that. I can get up, do something else, come back to this chair to keep doing your reading, and that will be me moving with my intuition. I don't know what will come during that period, but I just moved with that. So there's something about your gut instincts that you're moving with right now, like never before. So keep trusting that. Yeah. Someone is very cross with you. 2 of Swords. Someone is very cross with you that they may not even show you, but whatever this is, it's like you have won the game. I want to sneeze as I say that, but they're very cross with you. Maybe because you have also demarcated or created a gap. So where they would have access, they don't have access anymore. So if there was some kind of crossroad, just know that you're in balance right now. And the Queen of Swords is bringing you truth. There's still something that you can't fully see, and it's regarding what it is that you have been protected from. Someone doesn't like that you're so, like, you see and you also ask questions. It's like you see through the details of something, maybe of what they say or something that they do. You see beyond it. But it could be that your strategy or your game is different, where you want to see someone for who they are. That way you decide for yourself. But they don't like that you see that. Eight of Swords. Remember the Two of Swords, Six of Swords. You're breaking out of some kind of trap. Page of Cups and the Six of Wands. The Fool and the Knight of Swords. Ten of Swords with the Six of Swords. And then let's get one more. Two of Swords again. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Star. So this is the calm that is setting. I'll tell you this, Pisces. There is a storm that I'm picking up in your reading. Some kind of chaotic energy. But the way that you're moving in the physical. So let's just talk about the storm, because this is a general reading. If, for example, there's a storm, maybe in the physical, or some kind of stormy energy, chaotic energy, overwhelming energy, there's something that you're doing in terms of your own grounding presence right here, right now, that is allowing you to navigate this. It could be as easy as breathing in and out. So with this stormy energy, however it comes, you may not have control over it. But because of the kind of a buffer that you have developed, for some of you, this could even be to do with your well-being, where you have been building on your immunity, something like that. Oh, okay. I have another message that is coming through, but let's break this down. Page of Cups, and I'm going to put that over here. I got carried away there for a minute. That could say a lot as well. There could be something that requires your presence or your grounding presence right now. Maybe a form of getting carried away. And there we go. The Star is over here. So, the Page of Cups is gestures. You have gestures that are coming towards you, new directions that are opening up. Knight of Swords is communication. You have fast communication, phone calls, text messages, emails. Someone may be falling in love over here as well. You could be taking a new leap of faith. A surrender energy is coming through, but there's some kind of surprise move that you're making. Be open to the unexpected, maybe changes in plans, for example. But it's like you have seen way ahead of this already. Six of Swords and the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the end of a cycle. There is a tension that is being lifted over here. And a lot of projection energy, betrayal as well, exhaustion. So whatever helps you to recuperate your life force energy right now, keep going with that. And the Two of Swords is you're closing out something of opposites over here, and you're seeing the way forward, because there's something hidden that is being revealed to you, something that you may not be seeing. And you're going to be seeing just what this is. Okay? Yeah, you're going to be seeing just what this is. Something may be trying to push their luck, or someone may be trying to push their luck with you here in terms of boundaries. So there was something that came earlier about maybe you want someone, or you give a certain warning, or you told someone something was going to happen. It could be a group of people as well, and maybe they didn't take you seriously. And then now with whatever is going on, you're prepared for that. And they may still be trying to come back into your energy somehow, or be trying to make you to feel like you are a part of that. So this is the time to protect your boundaries, to remember where you stand in everything, because you have done the work. And that work, even when you forget sometimes, even when you may fall into guilt tripping, you may fall into that trap of feeling like you're there, your intuition, your whole instincts will carry you to where you are at right now and help you to remember the preparation that you have made. And if you haven't made enough preparation or you feel like you still need more, keep preparing yourself, because the preparation that you have made already is paying off for you big time where you are at right now. Angels and ancestors, what do we have for Pisces? Animal guardian, trust your instincts. Traveler, move in a new direction. Absolutely. So there's some kind of movement that you're doing in a new direction, and it's not showing up as like outside, it's showing up as something that you are pivoting in terms of your thoughts, your attention, your energy. So I'm going to read a bit of the Traveler and then we round up the reading. Welcome any opportunities to travel, either to the outer world or to your inner worlds. The road that you're on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. There is a good chance that along the way you will find or you will make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. Wow. I wish you a blessed week. I'll come back with more videos as well, and much love. Bye-bye.